Great, I'm alive already? Jeez. I was trying to fix this thing. This is what happens when you push stuff. Because this thing's not gonna stay in there. Will it stay? Let's see. Expecting it to fall. Okay, why is it like down? That is weird. Nerd meetup, yeah, apparently, because I wasn't planning on streaming yet. The pushing a button that I didn't want to push. Is that all the way up? I wonder if this thing gonna fall or not. I hope not. I really don't. Wow, it did fall down. I need to take this thing off the phone. Save my legs. Just a sec. You're gonna see like nothing but darkness for a bit. I need to pull this out. Or better yet, maybe I could just take off the whole case. Let's see. Let me just take the phone out of the case then. Forget. All right, there we go. Okay. I gotta set this thing back up. Oh, hold up. No, I don't want to turn off the phone. One problem after another. I didn't plan about taking that thing off. Yeah, it's not the right way. Nothing's ready. Hold up. I wasn't planning on streaming yet. It just happened. One wrong button, then everything goes awry. Guess I'll move over here. I think there's space. One second. Yeah, there's space. There we go. Oh, where's the chat? Didn't make it go away, did I? Top chat, some messages, live chat, super chat. Oh, okay, Merlin's here. All right, so Merlin, I gotta show you something. I'm supposed to show you this like last month. I'll make a mess. Yeah, let me just. I was like, wait for more people to show up. Let me read something. Yeah, right. Flash. Yeah, that's a Flash Gordon figure. I'll show you that in a bit. But first, I need to read something. I hope Merlin's listening. I hope he is. A recent rain had increased the swiftness of the creek's current. This swift but steady flow of water bubbled and hummed as it crashed against the various pebbles and branches on either side of the bank. Other than the occasional crackle of a snapping twig, in the distance, the darkness of the forest complemented the calming hum of the stream. A figure knelt by the creek, extending his hand to pierce through the liquid veil. Where's the... Come on, is Merlin here or not? Because I'm like reading something. I hope he's listening. Where was I? The water was cool and clear. The moon shined brightly through the canopy of the forest, as the clouds had vanished for the time being. The storm had cleared. Lorne, the traveler, scooped the water up to his mouth to taste it. It was refreshing. After taking his fill, Lorne reached... Oh, he's really... Alright. Lorne reached into his dark cloak and pulled out a jug, filling it with the necessary liquid. He had no idea how long his journey would be. Something fell right now, and I don't know what. Something... Oh, okay, I know what it is. Never mind. After taking his fill, Lorne reached into his dark cloak and pulled out a jug, filling it with the necessary liquid. He had no idea how long his journey would be, but the destination was far and the path unclear. At the moment, he was at least certain that he needed rest and nourishment. For now, he would follow the water until he found a proper place to set up camp. This forest had been too quiet since he entered. His experience had taught him to be wary of such things. He continued by foot along the stream. The path was mostly devoid of trees, although there was no road exactly. The glint of the moonlight shined upon the water as he came to a clearing. The increase in light revealed something rather troubling to Lorne. A rather large boulder jutted out from above the shallow waters and was wedged next to the remnants of a cracked and slowly rotting tree which had fallen. This combination created a natural dam of sorts, with the rotting logs gaping hole in the center, allowing the water to rush through the opening. Wedged between the rock and the wood was another addition to the dam. It was a body. Human, by the looks of it, although the decomposition and the moisture had turned the thing's skin to a dark gray hue. The eyes had sunken in and the jaw dangled open, with the flesh around the chin having been ripped off. An arrow protruded out from the chest of the corpse. Lorne had suspected as much. Bandits often roam these parts. He'd had to be careful. Yeah, so Merlin, I bought your book, The Black Tree. And I'm hoping this thing is going the right direction with the mirror. I don't know, because my phone fell a couple of times, so I have no idea. I wasn't even supposed to be streaming it. I was going to leave it on for like 20, 30 minutes, and then, I'll do the stream now, but... Ugh. Alright, so let me go back to everything. Nerd Meetup by Sid Har... It's getting translucent, so I can't see. I'm sorry. Give me money, family jewels. Yeah. You hit it right in the tatas, Urameshi! Billy Mount III. Hello, anime hero. Cool Jojo shirt by Manga Merchant. Yeah, this is the Battle Tendency shirt. It has all the Pillar Men. Even Santana is where's Santana? There he is at the bottom. There. Joseph's on the right. ACDC in the far corner. Wham on the top, and Cars with his hair over there. Ugh. Excited for the new He-Man Netflix series, Billy Mount III. Yes and no, because recently I found like one comment that had a very elaborate links to various things that Kevin Smith has said about He-Man in the past. So now I'm like, I don't know. There might be some truth to all the rumors and speculation. Yo, you made it so happy. Oh, you made. I guess I made you so happy. All right, yeah. I actually bought the book like last month, but I haven't read much of it. I still need to read some more. Yeah. Have you seen Godzilla Singular Point, Speed Roy King? No, instead I actually been watching Saint Seiya since I finally got around to watching the Netflix dub, and it's like so much more better with that performance. Because I was just remembering all the weird decisions the ADV Films dub did for Saint Seiya. Because I don't remember they used the term cloth, but I do know that the Netflix dub does swap between dub and arm. I mean, between cloth and armor, and the same thing goes for the term knight and saint. So I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, everything sounds better, especially like Shiryu's master, like Libra Doko. It sounds way better in this dub because had like this very flamboyant, like comedic tone in the ADV Films version. Put that back away. Queen of Kingdom Hearts. Hello, anime hero. Hello to you. And Billy Mount the Third. Yes, I'll show you my Flash Gordon figure from NECA. It's gonna be all out of focus, right? Yeah, it's gonna be out of focus. That's the problem with these live streams, because I think I need to be using like a Twitch account or something in order to make everything look good. Because the YouTube format's not working out here. But yeah, this is the NECA figure. You can get it at I'm not sure if Walmart still has them. It's Walmart and Target, and you have to look at pretty much every type of like toy store. I think maybe NECA has another eBay store. I'm not sure. I would have to like check the computer over there. Yeah, Godzilla Singular Point had the opportunity to be good, but it just weighs down the runtime with techno babble. It's like Ken trying to explain how people explode. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but because even Saint Seiya right now, because I'm rewatching it again, I'm thinking, yeah, that's a lot of. I kind of forgot how much filler there was in the anime, and I'm just looking at it. Because even the early episodes when the Dark Saints or whatever they're called, they end up stealing the gold cloth, and there's like a lot of dragging in those episodes. I watched Record of Ragnarok episodes 1 through 5, Queen of Kingdom Hearts. Like, how was it? Because I haven't taken a look. The only thing I know is this one tweet. Someone I don't remember if it was like which goddess it was, but her like chest was like all in her face. Let's put it that way. Roland Katsuragi, boy. Danny boy, are you into any fighting games? Street Fighter, Tekken, King of Fighters? I imagine its aesthetic would be something you would be into. Be right back. Let me let me try to remember where did I leave that thing to begin with. Hmm. That is a good question. Where did I? Yeah. So. Yeah. So what I have is this thing here. Surprised it's getting glare from the phone. There's this, and there's this. I haven't really actually played any of the Street Fighter games since what was it? I don't know. It was a while ago, and jeez, why is this camera on constantly moving? I guess I moved the camera when I got up. Yeah, well, just leave it there. But yeah, I do like the manly aesthetic of the Street Fighter anime, and there's also not King of Fighters, a Fatal Fury, Tekken. Like I haven't looked at the Tekken anime, but from the few cutscenes that I've seen, I do like it. And when when Kazuya was addressed for Smash Brothers, I was very excited for that. I kind of appreciate that they have that they kept that manly aesthetic because the I forgot what YouTube channel this is, but there's one channel that just does like Smash Brothers comics. You know, they just dub over it. I don't know if they make them, but I hope they don't. I hope they do make them themselves. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for whoever actually makes the comics. In other words, are profiting off their work. So, anyways, yeah, I kind of appreciate that one comic. Kazuya was there, and he just refers to that cat wrestler Pokemon. I don't remember his name. It just refers to that muscular cat. Yeah. Oh yeah, you read it. You heard him, Merlin. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Invincible, Alistair 6531? Haven't watched it, and I kind of don't have like an interest because from what I've seen, or from what I gathered, it seems to be one of the more like adult superhero stories, and at the same time, not too. I don't necessarily know what's it about, to be honest. Aside from that, and because like most people, I bump into the think meme, and that's sort of how like I got some exposure because I already knew that it was a comics a long long time ago. Just that I never really had like a reason to check it out. And also, I've been hearing that I don't know if it's true or not, but I've been hearing that the animation's actually kind of lackluster. So I don't know. I kind of don't have a need. I don't feel like what I want to see more of is a Primal. I'm just waiting for that to come back, or something that's like medieval oriented. And lately, I've been rewatching a lot of DC animated films because there's still a lot that I haven't looked at. I don't know. I've just been in a DC mood because I rewatched all of Justice League, even Unlimited, even the episodes after the whole Catman stuff. So I'm kind of thinking, should I just go back to Brave and the Bold now, or rewatch Justice League Action? Because I'm pretty sure I saw all of that. At the same time, there's also like I never finished the Batman actually. That was when it first aired on Kids WB. Yeah, yeah, I'll try to read it, Merlin, when I can. The Black Tree. What's your favorite Stephen King adaptations? Mine's The Stand from Kaijo Danny. I don't really look at the Stephen King stuff. The most I've seen is because I went to watch it in theaters with my sister because she wanted to see it. Was the It Chapter One. I haven't seen Chapter Two. A funny thing is that with It Chapter One, like it's supposed to be a scary movie, but instead I was just like super angry at Pennywise. I was like, "Yeah, you leave those kids alone," type of mentality. I just wanted him to get hurt. Yeah, so I just thought he was like really an evil creature. I did see it growing up, like the '90s version. So that was my exposure to Stephen King for the most part. That and I know he's done other stuff, but I don't really go out of my way to look at it. Sorry about that. Welcome back, dude. Alice Water Tribe. Thank you for welcoming me back here. Because I did upload a video yesterday, but it's been toy theme, and even this setup is like all toy theme, just with the shelf. Ugh. Huh, so even Santana gets a spot in the JoJo merchandise, huh? Danny boy. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see all four of them there. So I appreciated that for the Battle Tendency shirt. I could have sworn Caesar was on it, but he's not. It's just Joseph. Unfortunately, well, might as well stand up a bit. Unfortunately, this shirt is using the those stock poses that you Japanese Blu-rays and the DVD volumes, that kind of stuff. Because you know, you see that Joseph pose, you seen that Cars pose and all that. Like those pictures exist, but it looks good on a shirt. Manly by 101 Mr. Crazy Man. Baki Zavaris? I don't know. Just started reading the manga of Doro Hidoro. Oh, I don't know if you saw that. No, I don't think you could see it down there, but I do have the whole thing. Wow, camera. There you go. It's all down there at the bottom. All that, all the 22, 23 all 23 volumes. The last from the 20s onwards, the volumes get ridiculously big. It's too much. uh, guess what I need? Oh, hold up. How much battery do I have? Oof, wow, I already have 62 percentage. Hold up. Let me flip this around. Put that back. Hey, no, no, don't want to turn this. I don't want to turn it off. Jeez, the clamp is like hitting it. Where is my charger? Oh, actually, maybe I should have just left it alone. Hold up. Rotate again. Okay. Oh, no, 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 don't turn off. What am I pushing? I thought the button wasn't hitting it. Nope. Okay, where are the buttons on this thing? Alright, okay. Now I see it. First time I'm having a lot of trouble with the phone itself. Backwards, plug in, and this thing better reach. Yeah, right. Okay. What anime video game is coming to the Nintendo Switch? Shin-Chan, really? Oh, geez, that's gonna be super dirty. I need to check that. Merlin the Mighty, I hope He-Man is good. You missed a Trek reference, lol. How you been, man? There's a Trek reference here? Like, hold up. Or was it in the book itself? Hold on, let me, I'm trying to see something in the book or in the comments that I did not notice. Whatever. Or maybe you're gonna have to explain it to me because I'm not super in Star Trek despite watching so much of it. Oh yeah, how you been, man? I mean, sorry figuring out like how my work schedule is. I already got the flow kind of figured out, so I just need to be consistent in doing whatever I can do at home. Because now I'm not sure whether to write about another toy thing that's gonna interrupt the flow of the videos. So I might have to do something anime related. That's well, something that's more anime related than the previous one. Excuse me. Because I wanted to talk about a Sounder prototype that just got revealed, but at the same time thinking maybe that's too many toy videos at once. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I just got my paycheck today, so that's a good thing. But unfortunately, some of it's gonna go away because it's July, and July means San Diego Comic Con exclusives. So I'm gonna hate that. Hey Alex, are you planning to do future videos regarding on Violence Jack by Kaiju Odani? I have to because there's like a lot of things I've been wanting to do, and that's kind of the reason why I can never quit YouTube because I realize there's a lot of things I want to talk about that I haven't gotten around to. With Jack, what I wanted to start with was the progenitor of manly anime characters because really, I don't think there's a character that predates Jack. Maybe someone in Tiger Mask, I don't know, but there's no big guy like Jack in that time period in the 70s where you have this monstrously like 6 foot, I think, or 7 feet. I forgot how tall Jack is actually supposed to be. I keep forgetting because it is mentioned in the very first chapter. I think it was like 20 meters or whatever. Because you don't have characters who are like that massive, that muscular, and that can take on like several guys at once. I think that's like a first. Like maybe Tiger Mask might be the exception. I don't, but we can't find Tiger Mask in English. PK Gaming Alpha, hola. What are your thoughts on Speculative Human Evolution book tomorrow? Just asking because that book is getting more popular on the web recently. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't necessarily read, to be honest. I kind of got this because of a friend, and at the same time, it's actually fantasy stuff. So that kind of sucks me in. I'm not much of a reader, to be honest. Flash, savior of the universe. I don't know how that Queen song goes exactly because I've seen the movie, but I didn't really like it. Oh yeah, I should specify that that Flash back there and the Phantom are they're both from the Defenders of the toy line. That should give you a hint on where it's an easier process to find it. Because so far they released three figures. The other one was Ming the Merciless. I haven't gotten around to get him. Like he can, I know I can get him at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart online to be more precise, because that'll be like less stressful trying to find it in store. You probably won't. Flush on. I was thinking I was thinking of streaming too, but I'm too tired, so I'll just hang here for a bit. Remember the mighty? Yeah, okay. I actually was going to like ask you and Dad to see if anyone could like stream tonight, but I guess not. I was gonna do a live stream yesterday, but then I got sleepy. What do you think about Mortal Kombat by Manga Man? I think it's super cool because just to clarify, I was born in the 90s. I was born in 91, so stuff like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat was very prominent in my childhood. It's like everywhere. It didn't matter where I went. Like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, wrestling, it was there. It was there. And with MK, back then, of course, tame by today's standards, but it was a pretty violent thing. It just like was kind of cool. The funny thing is, at the time I wasn't necessarily into Mortal Kombat. I was more into Primal Rage. I thought that was the cooler game because it had like dinosaurs, and it's still cool today. I just wish there was like because there was a toy line by Playmates. I think it was Playmates Toys that made. Yeah, it was Playmates Toys that made them. But now those things are like super kind of expensive, and you can't find them anymore in good condition. Well, maybe some, but I don't know. Because I kind of hope that someone can make more dinosaur toys. Because the way Mattel's been doing these things is like impressive, and this thing actually does scare me when this. Surprised your board that long. The mouth closed. Oh, that's weird. Oh well, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping that somehow Primal Rage can make a comeback and be made like some good toys. But yeah, well yeah, going back to Mortal Kombat, I wish Mortal Kombat had anime movies back in the day. Denio Mansoda. That's the thing, because right now Mortal Kombat is sort of doing that, because you got the Scorpion's Revenge as the first film, but Mortal Kombat Legends continues with another new one that's supposed to come out later this year. I forgot the title, but it's already available for pre-order. So I've been meaning to like explore like, a lot more like action animated film type of stuff. Where am I going with this? Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I'm watching a bunch of the DC films. And as I said earlier, I just want something like Primal to crack already, or similar things like it. But I do like Mortal Kombat's like visual stuff, same way to Street Fighter is the manliness and all that. But the thing is, Mortal Kombat, like back then, it was like much more. How can I put that? Like, I would say like Mortal Kombat was almost going to get way, because you have like all the girls in very skimpy stuff, and they're like yet they're super muscular and all that. And nowadays they're all kind of covered up. So I kind of feel like it's missing some of that attitude that it used to have. But it's still cool nowadays because especially with the guest characters, that's always been great. Like, because back then it was Kratos from God of War, and nowadays there was like the horror stuff. You got Leatherface, Predator, and Xenomorph, and like recently we got RoboCop. Like that's one of my favorite heroes. We also got Spawn. Rambo was in the game along with Terminator. So, like, I actually have the game, like MK11, but I just haven't gotten around to play it or install any of the DLC characters. I don't have time to play games. That's what annoys me. Hey, Anime Hero, do you think there's some type of hate against the manly era from today's anime fans? I don't know about hate per se, but I do feel there's like a disinterest or a detachment. Because I kind of don't know how people feel about like muscles in general. Because when it comes to like action heroes, because the modern day action hero is very different from the retro action hero. Because there's this good video, well, comedic video from the Buff guys. They made one about Arnold, and it was a deep fake with Arnold and Stallone commenting about like today's modern action heroes, or in this case superheroes, because they mentioned John Wick, and it was like thought it was hilarious, and they mentioned, look, he's even taking time to aim the gun. Yeah, so they're very different things because yeah, because I don't think there's a hate for it per se, because otherwise Baki it wouldn't be popular, or Jojo wouldn't have been popular either. It's just a case that it's a new thing. I think it's more of a case of us. I'm repeating words. That's what I hate about talking on the spot. That there is a preference over new shows rather than watching a muscular show that's old. And I really, that's kind of the reason why we need reboots. Otherwise, stuff like Megalobox wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have gotten so much attention. It wasn't like a manly thing with boxing in it. So also its new animation and all that. It was very praised for its art style and stylization and its music and all that. So that's why I feel every old manly anime needs a reboot in order to get attention. I remember I one time I talked about Fist of North Star in an anime post. And a lot of people were telling me that it's a bunch of gay shit and that X shows was better and so on and so on. I don't know what crowd you went into, but that sucks, dude. It's kind of funny to hear that from North Stars. I'm thinking, no, that's the if they must be accused of like homoeroticism, that would be that would be the JoJo's, not the North Star. Not to mention Japan had an underground gaming championship tournament. Oh, an underground. Oh, I didn't realize it was like illegal. Aphrodite, there you go, from Record of Ragnarok. That from Tech Katili Pop Kasura. Kasura Tekatali Pokas Kasura. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry. Tenochtitlan. Um, as far as I know, Invincible is like Superman meets Saiyans. I guess. DC is awesome by Soup. And the other one was from Josh Flowers. Danny Boy. The Fatal Furies OVA have a very weird art style, which turned me off at first, but I watched the first OVA and it was okay. I don't know much about the Fatal Fury, or I don't know if that's what you mean by FF, but Gato MOTW is one of my favorite fighting games. DC War, yeah, yeah, because because there's like some movies like that. Because I didn't found out recently is that a lot of the DC movies actually had like a chronological order with the timeline of Justice League films. So I was like, oh, I need to go back and do that in order to fill in the gaps. That there's an ongoing continuity, and I didn't know because I was watching some films at random. Because I think I saw one backwards actually. Because I remember I was disappointed with the Aquaman one because Aquaman was barely in it. It was mostly the Justice League that dominated the story, and then because the beginning was interesting because you see Aquaman in a bar and he's talking to a lobster that's about to be eaten, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna save this lobster and fight all these people." And then he sets the lobster free. I was like, that was nice. But yeah, I did hear that the DC War movie, that one's like pretty brutal. I'm pretty sure characters die there, and I think there's something like I'm pretty sure it involves Darkseid, but I'm guessing it's sort of like a board because I've seen like some pictures. But oh well, Yo Yo by Maurice Rock. DCAU is a reliable good time. Yeah, yeah. It's like I haven't been disappointed so far. I know there's some movies that I haven't gone out of my way to look at, such as Harley and Batman or Batman and Harley. I don't remember the name, but that one's the one where I feel like that doesn't look good. That's a Superman movie. Ah, but which one? Because oh wait, no, no, you just said it because the first one was Doomsday, then it became Death of Superman with the remake, quote unquote. I don't know. I did see the movie, but I really have to go back and watch them in order. Because Flashpoint Paradox, that one was one of the like depressing things ever. Cool, but depressing, and the same thing goes for Gods and Monsters. That one movie was super violent. Blue Hawaii says, "I love you, thank you, I appreciate it." I guess. Merlin the Mighty. Ever watched The Shining? I couldn't finish it because I was like halfway through the movie and I was kind of like I made a little bored, and that's only because I was kind of spoiled on the majority of the movie via parodies. Just about everything that has parodied The Shining or referenced it has kind of like spoiled me on the surprise twists and all that. Like I did make it past like the grandma in the tub. I remember passing through that, and I do recall the last thing was he was at the bar, and I think he was barely getting the idea to kill his family or something like that. I need to go back and finish it someday, but yeah, I seen like half the movie, and a lot of it it's kind of was spoiled for me from the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. It was like almost beat per beat, like what happens in the film. But I need to go back. Let's see. Understand about Invincible animation may not be perfect, but at least the voice acting was top notch, especially from stars like J.K. Simmons, Kevin Michael Richardson, and Mark Hamill and Clancy Brown, and a few others too. I'm gonna go get water just a sec. Excuse me. Alright, now I'm back with the bottle of water. Let's get started before I rinse with water. Before I shatter, got it? I don't know. Alright, let's see. The Toy Hero, Maroon the Mighty. Eduardo Aguilar, sick shirt, thank you. No, you made it so comment, lol, Picard. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm starting to get into Samurai X. Just finished the 2012 movie. What do you think about the anime? You mean Rurouni Kenshin? Because, like, to me, Samurai X is like a foreign name to me. Because last time I checked, Samurai X was the Sony name. Because, Rurouni Kenshin actually has two English dubs, one from Media Blasters and the other one from Sony. So, that one was called Samurai X. And I think the OVAs were all called Samurai X as well, but yeah, I think the anime's like it's regarded as one of the top tier ones, I guess, especially for people that grew up in the 2000s with Rurouni Kenshin alongside with Yu Yu Hakusho and all that. Me like it's not a favorite of mine. Like I did like Kenshin Imura like as a main hero. I think it was very different from other people since he was like deliberately a assassin turned pacifist. Uh, but I don't know what else to say because I think between the two, I'd rather lean more towards Trigun to be honest. When it comes to that type of stories, but then again, Kenshin has to do with the, like Japanese history also. I think anime action figures may be a good compromise. I guess it's just that I didn't want to like people with figures too much. Cause, but then again, what I should have done was make an announcement in July, since it's San Diego Comic Con. There's gonna be a bunch of toy related stuff for that month, and then the same thing goes for in December when it comes to because that by December I want to make like top 10 video lists that I for figures specifically because I've been wanting to do that last year and the year before, but I just didn't have like the right equipment, and I could still use some more backdrops. There's someone giving English subs to the Italian dub of Tiger Mask. It's on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know how faithful the Italian dub is to the original show, but it's better than not having anything at all. by Danny Boy. Well, thank you. I'm gonna have to like look into that because the other day I was watching a Super Seven video and they brought up like a villain from Tiger Mask. I was like, oh wow, I wish I could watch that show. But I can't. It's fun and cheesy. The old serials are fun. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I guess Flash Gordon, I'm guessing. Would you like to see Transformers Rise of the Beast, considering it's a Beast Wars movie slash Bumblebee sequel? Ah, okay. For a moment, I was thinking, don't you mean Kingdom? But oh, yeah, yeah. The Rise of the Beast. And just today at Target, I picked up the. Let me move that. Just today at Target, I picked up Air Razor, which I found because I was gonna get it at Amazon, but I was able to get a discount with it, so $5 off was pretty good. For Air Razor there, because I've been collecting the Kingdom figures, and because Beast Wars is what I grew up with, not Transformers. Sorry, I was into like monkey, not truck. In that case for me. But yeah, I do have like some of the other ones on the shelf. They're all on their beast modes. Yeah, let me see that. But there's the Megatron, Optimus Primal, Dinobot, Rat Trap right there at the very bottom. And there's Rhinox, Scorponok, and Black Arachnia there. I don't know if you can see Rhinox too well. I don't know, the angles are good. But yeah, Beast Wars Rise of the Beast. Because I'm not sure like how they're gonna look like. Are they gonna be like the 86 Dinobots, or they're like metallic, like transmetal stuff? Or they're gonna look like with actual fur and everything? Because I do appreciate that Ron Perlman is gonna be Optimus Primal. He did voice him in the Power of the Prime stuff. But I kind of hope he emotes more because in Primal of the Primes, and even the current like War for Cybertron stuff, they're all speaking in that very depressed, slow, melodramatic tone. The war affects us. That type of stuff. Because I heard Optimus Primal in that brief trailer for Kingdom, and he sounded awful. I think I talked about it in the last live stream, actually. I don't know why, but cold water's been hurting my right side of my teeth lately. Ever since like yesterday or the day before. Should try another cast if we can. Yeah, we should, Merlin. Try to do another one. But I am kind of curious because I'm thinking they're going to incorporate like the. They have to change the storyline completely, right? Or is there going to be some time travel involved or something? Because the Beast Wars story like happens like way in the future from the Autobots and Megatron, from the Autobots and Decepticons. It's like those days, Optimus Prime is like a legend. Like that happened like eons ago. So who knows how this is gonna work out, or it's gonna be a whole new continuity where Autobots actually gain beast modes right off the bat. How would you think a Tekken anime would turn out? Street Fighter had its own anime series. Yeah, but wasn't the Street Fighter 2V more like a prequel of sorts? Because everyone had like different designs, and Ryu didn't even have a headband yet. I didn't finish watching the anime. I saw like 5 episodes of it or so. But yeah, that's something I need to get around to. Yes, I'm not really familiar with Tekken's storyline other than the whole like Mishima like conflict that's going on. So I think it'll be great because I really feel like a lot of those things need anime adaptations or something. Because the Super Street Fighter 4 OVA with Juri and against Chun Li, Cammy, and Guile, that was pretty cool. But kind of wish there was more. I think they'll do great as long as it stays with the with the source material. What's your opinion on the Hokuto no Ken musical by the one Ashita Joe fan? I'm not really excited for that because like the musicals aren't necessarily uncommon when it comes to anime and manga, but what makes it like kind of frustrating is that it's not necessarily accessible to people outside of that area. And I know there's been times where they do like someone records it and puts it on YouTube, or because it's like watching one of those like shows from Disneyland, the Disney World, um, Universal Studios, that type of stuff. Like those you can record, no problem. But When it comes to like Japanese stuff, like I don't know, because sometimes they get taken down or something, or they're not. You don't get all the good angles. I think it's a matter of time that it'll eventually be shown on the internet. But I would appreciate it could do an official recording specifically for like people outside of that region. So that's why I'm sort of like, I don't know. It's like a region exclusive type of thing because I know it's gonna have a show in China also, but I don't know. I just hope something of it surfaces online. But I also realized that by 2023, that will be the series 40th anniversary. So maybe this is leading up to something. I don't know. Primal Rage was fun. Love anything Dino as a kid. Yeah, I mean, like Dinos never go out of style. That's like a thing. Looking forward to Jurassic World Dominion. I haven't seen the second Jurassic World film. I only saw the first one, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping that if I do see it, that it will be like something good. Or I don't know. I was kind of hoping to see it like in I don't know how I'm going, what I'm going with this, but it's like I'm not going out of my way to see it, but I wouldn't mind if I could get a date for that or something, you know. But yeah, with the way the world is going, yeah. Jurassic Toy, yes, it's from Jurassic World Toy, and because Mattel's the one doing the dinosaur stuff, and they've been like super good at it. What's your favorite Street Fighter character? You have any? I kind of have a few, but the thing is, like, I'm not too well versed in the Street Fighter lore, so everything's like very cosmetic for me. Because in terms of girls, like, it's like Chun Li by far, like she's a cop, so that's cool. Um, like I do like Cammy as well. Like Jerry has a cool design, but that's totally Jolene Cujo, like by far. But I do like Akuma a lot in terms of like villains, because I don't think he's done too much evil stuff. Because I do remember he killed like Ryu's master or something, but then the master didn't stay dead, so I don't know. Like Goken or Goki, no, I think, or was it, I think the Japanese name was Goki, right, or something. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone has region names, but yeah, I like the character designs of Street Fighter more than any of the other like fighting game formats. Like Tekken and King of Fighters have some of those big shonen designs that I don't really care for, but when it comes to like something like this, I like uh, or like Guile because that's like manliness like all the way. Yeah, this is great. I always keep him in this pose because I just like that you could comb his hair. Sorry for the bad quality, but you watch my video, even my recent videos, you can see these characters on there. Like the recent video I did the other day, it was the Storm Collectibles anime action figures. I do show them off because I'm talking about Storm Collectibles. I had to use them as examples, and might as well use the ones I have rather than just showing pictures of other products that I don't actually own. Yeah. But I don't know because I'm not sure how to feel about Ryu and Ken because I did see a couple of OVA material and there's still some stuff I need to explore. I just kind of wish there was a consistent anime that explored everything from start to finish into a uh, focused storyline, sort of like what Mortal Kombat is doing right now with their animated Legend films. I wish Primal Rage could get a remake on the Switch. That'd be great. Have you seen Primal from Gendy Tartakovsky? Yeah, like sorry I didn't get to this question earlier, but I watched that since it aired. Like I even watched Samurai Jack before that, so that should give you an example and give me a moment. Yeah, again, like I don't know if you guys did you guys watch my recent video because like I did put a little Primal clip in there. Now that I think about it, but yeah, like I of course I like Primal, like duh. Sorry, like this is like this is a DVD version still because I'm cheap that way because I got it mainly to rip the footage because I kind of overlooked the fact that my laptop does not play Blu-rays, so The only thing that Blu-rays plays the only thing in my house that plays Blu-rays would be the PS3 and 4 that I have. But yeah, Primal. Because I did rip some footage for the recent video that I made, but at the same time, like it was glitching like crazy. So I don't know how useful this is gonna be for a DVD rip. But then again, I guess I could try recording the footage instead of ripping it. But I don't know. We'll see. Ever heard of Bebop High School? It's a 1983 delinquent manga. I wouldn't say it's exactly manly the way most would expect, but it's pretty entertaining. Yeah, I don't know, because I'm not super into delinquent stuff actually, because the one I'd probably look into would be Country Blues. That's the one that kind of appeals to me the most, because there's a bunch of other delinquent stuff that I'm not like necessarily going out of my way to look at. The last delinquent thing I did look at was the Rokudo no Onatachi. I haven't read that like in a year. I know that for sure because my anime list says so. Have you ever thought of buying the old Toy Biz Marvel Legend figures or the Soda Toy Street Fighter ones? I did see the I don't know if they were NECA or the Sota ones that I saw from Street Fighter. Because I kind of like them, but at the same time, I'm thinking they're not as big as I want them to be, and the Storm Collectibles version are like freaking massive, and they have that bulk that I want. So that's why I didn't get cave into that. But with the Toy Biz stuff, it depends because of the detail. But at the same time, if there's a character that I like from there, Hasbro is eventually going to make it. Because what I wanted to grab was like the Mecha Hulk, the one that has like the skull face and its own machine. But I'm thinking, well, Hasbro has to release that at some point, right? Or maybe Diamond Selects because they've been pretty good. You can see the Abomination and the Immortal Hulk right there. They're in the very back. They're standing up there, standing above the rest, and you can see like the regular Hulk and Gray Hulk, and the Red Hulk is somewhere. I'm doing this backwards as I can't tell. The Red Hulk is somewhere over there, way in the back. Juggernaut's there, and I mean, look how big they are compared to like the regular Wolverine and even some of the McFarlane stuff. So yeah, because I'd rather not spend like a bunch of money for the Toy Biz stuff if I could just get something that's cheaper and more affordable. Because right now, like Hasbro has that animated Venom that I want, but I don't know if I want to cave into the post exclusive stuff. Because there's the post membership, the Hasbro post membership I could do, and technically I would have to buy like 6 or 7 figures in order to justify the $50 payment of like entering the club. But obviously you get first dibs of grabbing like the exclusive stuff first. But also depends if I'm around to actually do those exclusive deals, or I might be busy at work and miss out on it. So I don't know. Yeah, a lot of the muscle guys in anime tend to be somewhat silly, like Armstrong, All Might, and etc. I think that's how it is nowadays, or for like anything beyond the '80s, because well, Tokujuku has some of that, but I kind of feel that over time, like manliness has sort of become like a comedic thing, because it was always like unintentionally funny in some of the '80s stuff, or maybe it was funny, because I'm thinking like stuff like Commando, when it's like, oh my, is he asleep? Yes, my friend. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired, or like I eat green berets for breakfast, that type of stuff. And there is definitely like a humor to it, because like Popeye, that's probably the best example of like a manly comedy, or things are just like preposterous and over the top, but it works well with it. So I don't know. They all have something. How would you imagine a scenario of Dream Hunter Remy facing off against Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street? Unfortunately, I have not seen Dream Hunter Remy, but I think I know what the character looks like. I think I might be wrong. I was thinking green or blue hair, one of the two, but I could be way off. But in terms of crossovers, there's stuff that I would be interested in seeing because East versus West type of thing. I don't know, like seeing Kashan fight against like some endoskeletons would be pretty cool. Or what's a good one that I'm like overlooking? No, that's two anime crossovers. Because all right, Punisher versus Gogo 13. That what I would like to see. I would like to talk about Violence Jack, but unfortunately, it's not translated from what I know. A lot of it's been translated now because, like, if you were to look for Violence Jack, like back in 2010 or 2013 or something, you weren't gonna find much. But nowadays, Jack seems to be continuously translated and it's being updated every now and then. So it's a good time to read it now, because I do know there's like a new Violence Jack manga that came out like this year, but I don't know if anyone's translated that or how many chapters there are. It's a Violence Jack 2000X or 2020X, so one of the titles like that. But it's from the author from the Amon manga. From going, it's Yu Kinotani. That's the one that's making the new Jack stuff. It's also ironic that the manga creator of Violence Jack hates the OVAs. No, I can kind of see why, because the manga has a sort of like mystique to it. There is some storyline going on. It's not necessarily about Jack himself. It's more about the people that he encounters, and that's their storyline and how their life changes when they meet Jack for the better or for the worse. Because but to say like which one had more graphic material, that could go either way. Because Going Guy has done some crazy stuff in his manga, like I think it was like the Jungle King or King of Brutes, or I forgot the name of the story, but it's the one about the jungle animals. There's this one guy that's like this gator mask, and he's having all these animals maim and kill people. So that was like pretty brutal. That's just as brutal as the chainsaw scene from Hell's Wind or the violations in Evil Town, because he's done worse stuff. Because in that same like King of Brutes line or whatever it's called, there's this like weird erotic scene that I don't get what was going on. Where just like this kid looking at this naked woman, and out of nowhere, like this leopard, cheetah, tiger thing shows up, and the tiger's tongue it becomes like a very phallic looking thing and wraps around her, and then the boy that's watching her, like he has his climax. I'm just thinking like, what are we doing here? Going to Guy, what are you doing? And then again, like in Devilman Lady, there's a scene where June Fudo starts riding a devil beast. So I was like, what the like why or demon beast, I don't know what the title name what the actual term was, but moments like that I'm just thinking, Going to Guy, are you sure you hate the Jack OVAs? Because you kind of draw some weird stuff like that too, man. I'm like kinky all around. Brian C, hey mainly hero, hello. Yeah, and thanks for showing me those pictures of your Kenshiro vintage figure. I don't know if it's actually a doll or not, but it could probably be, but it's still cool to see. Have you ever heard of the game Brutal Legends before? It's an action pseudo real-time strategy game set in heavy metal fantasy land, and it has Jack Black in playing the main character. I think I know what it is now, because since you mentioned Jack Black, there is like this. I do recall in the 2000s there was this game he was involved in there, but I guess I gotta look into that. Let's see, Brutal Legends. All right. Let me type it on my laptop, so I don't forget. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Going to images. Brutal Legends. Yeah, I did see that before. Yeah, I am familiar with Brutal Legend then. I just haven't necessarily looked in any of it. The OVAs deviate a lot from the manga, so that would explain why he doesn't like them. Drax. I don't think that's the case. I think that because he never really gets upset when it comes to differences from the adaptation, because he says like manga is manga, anime is anime, something along those lines. But the thing is, I think what he's upset about the OVAs is that they're necessarily known for their carnage and all of their like sexploitation, like all that explicit material, which I find a little weird. Like why we would hate that one in particular, because I do know that at one point like Jack got banned in Australia, and there's like a lot of edited versions that came over here first before it became uncensored. Because like there's stuff like Kekko Kamen, that one is like pretty lewd, along with Hanapit Bazooka. That one's even more perverse. Because that's like straight up like I think you can only find that anime like on hentai sites, even though it's actually like an ongoing like a full length manga. I don't know. To me, I find it weird like that one in particular because even Shuten Doji or I think it's Shuten Doji. No, it's Susano. At the very beginning, I like some like graphic sexual things. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Actually, no. Even Cutie Honey has like a lot of like lucid. I don't know. If lucid is the right word. Lucid, like inappropriate stuff. Especially like the manga version. So I don't know where Gona Guy's coming from when say like, oh, I hate that. I don't like how Jack is different, but like, oh, look at Crybaby. That's different. I don't see him getting mad at that. Ozzy Osbourne and Tim Curry plays the main villain. Yeah, I had a feeling about that. Yuasa Violence Jack adaptation when he's a Nagi DV. Cause yeah, 'cause I was actually expecting him to follow up with Devilman Lady or but yeah, Violence Jack is also a possible one. But I'm thinking I wouldn't mind if it happens anyways. Because I'm like, maybe that would be like the Seven Seas would just come out of nowhere, like, hey, Violence Jack manga license, because Seven Seas hasn't grabbed anything going to guy since 2018. I'm just like, what happened? They just like dropped the ball. You brought me Devilman, good. You brought me Cutie Honey, great. What about Mazinger Z? What? Violence Jack? Huh? No, they didn't bring it. I mean, come on, man. Set Stratan, like, and someone already asked about the Vista North Star musical, but I'll just repeat it here. I just hope someone records it, because then I will be happy to see it, because right now I'm just so, like, I have no emotional attachment whatsoever, because it's a musical. You can't really see that you can't really see that online until someone records it, or they could do a special feature of that. I don't know. So I'm just holding my feelings back until it just becomes available. Because I don't think it's gonna be bad or anything. I think it might be pretty cool. I'm just hoping it's like more like I hope it's more rock oriented or metal, or they use music from the actual anime. That'd be great too. So I'm just kind of more curious on the music choices or what characters would be singing. Or if it's gonna be like the entire saga like in one go, the entire series like in 1 hour or something. That'd be great. Do you think JoJo would still be as popular if it kept the manly art style by Manga Man? I think so because people still like memes about JoJo, or when they see a buff guy in anime, they think it's a JoJo reference. So I think it would have helped. It would have helped me for sure. And then like yeah, I'd still be a fan of JoJo all the way through if it was manly all the way. Because Diamond's Unbreakable, I spoke about this in the last live stream. Is that Diamond's Unbreakable? We never got the manly Josuke because they never used the early manga art style for Diamond's Unbreakable. And like seeing part 5 like with that manly art style would be kind of weird because everyone's like very fruity with their attire. So I'm thinking that'd be kind of different. Stone Ocean, I don't know like how big Jolene would be if the art style stayed the same, or like Foo Fighters and Hermes, or Weather Report would probably look like manly as hell if he was done in the part 3 style. But Steel Ball Run and Jojo Leon, that'd be interesting to see in the manly art form. But I don't know, Jojo Leon, like I know it's about to end, like within the when the next chapter comes out, but I'm like I kind of don't care because I never got into any of the characters from what I read. And Steel Ball Run, I have mixed feelings of. Like I like Gyro and Johnny. Well, maybe Johnny. Like took me a while to like him. I'm still like on the fence about him because I don't know. Just a lot of stuff in Steel Ball Run. I just question like Araki's writing in that like a lot. Uh, do you know there's actually a Lost JoJo film 2007 mainly about Dino? Yeah. Did you guys know there's actually a Lost JoJo film from 2007 mainly about Dio? Are you sure you're not talking about the Phantom Blood movie, or just something else entirely? Because I haven't heard about a Dio movie. Because recently I know someone like posted a trailer, well not a trailer, but a special promotional Jump Festa thing or something of the sort, for that was Phantom Blood related, and I think it used different footage than the one from the movie, or maybe it was the same footage. I don't know. Subdued by Kirio Sanagi. You're almost as handsome as Juza. Wow. Leo Angelo Diaz. Well, thank you, dude. Dude, sorry, the Sony Kenshin dub sucks so much. Don't know why Hulu decided to go with that dub. Oh, wow. I never knew it was that bad. I didn't know. Is I'm sorry. Is Richard Cancino like? I think that's the actor's name, or Richard Hayworth or something like that. Like, does he shit in the Sony dub also? 'Cause I want to say that he voiced that he was in both versions, but I could be wrong. Is there a modern Hokuto anime coming? Question mark. Honestly, I don't know because there was like a trailer like a long time ago that was a CGI Fist of North Star thing called Project 2020X or 2010. I forgot the digits. I forgot the digits. I'm sorry, but it's been like in the dark because there's like no information on what is that supposed to be. Like, is it an animated feature? Is it a pachinko? Is it a game? Is it like something else? I don't know. I don't know. It's if there's gonna be anything, it'll be in 2023 because then the manga for Hokuto no Ken will be 40 years old. That will be its 40th anniversary because in 2018 that was the 35th anniversary, and we got the Fist of the Blue Sky Regenesis. But nobody asked for that. No one asked for Regenesis, but it, it could have been great if it just followed the manga. It would have been like perfect, but it didn't. Uh, One of the Kenshin movies is on Netflix. Oh yeah, and I need to check into that. But I don't know if all of them are there or not. Because I knew people talked about the movie since they started coming out, but I just like wasn't interested in it. Because when it comes to live action anime, it's that like I'm like the opposite. A lot of people feel like, oh no, since it's like less outrageous, it can work. But I'm like, no, because otherwise we got a lot of superhero movies wouldn't work that way. We just stick with the realistic ones. There wouldn't be no Guardians of the Galaxy, nor Star Wars, no what else is like very fictionist, very fictional type of movie. There wouldn't be no like never-ending story in the Lord of the Rings. We wouldn't get like stuff like that. Or even nowadays, you got stuff like Ready Player One, which is like super out there in terms of like fictional media. So yeah, I don't think it's or Star Trek or something like that. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible for us to do like a super live action anime thing. But the thing is, I don't see the purpose of it because I personally like to see 2D stuff. When it comes to like that, I don't necessarily have a need to watch a live action. I don't think it will be cooler because of it. I think it's more impressive using the 2D drawings when possible. Because face it, 2D is kind of like a dying art nowadays. Every American movie's in 3D. Like recently I saw The Croods. I really like that movie. I was kind of wondering if the father was going to die, because I thought like he probably should have. It would have made like a very sad but emotional movie that I would watch over and over again. But I don't know. I don't know if Croods 2 is better, but I liked the first Croods. Really did. No, but a manga coming soon about some dude who is in medieval times. It's a Kenshiro lookalike. I'm not sure about that one. If you can tell me the name, I appreciate it. Oh, Kenshin's third season. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never saw that third season. I did see the filler episodes of the first season because I do have the DVDs from Media Blasters from season 1 and 2, or well, whatever season it's called. I don't know, the Kyoto arc and all the beginning stuff before the Kyoto arc. Like anything afterward, I don't know if that arc was any good. Because I do recall that it did address like some historical things that did happen. I think there was something like having to do with a missionary or a cult or a religious movement or something like that. I don't know. Do you think that Mito is more similar to Ken in personality and looks than Momotaro? Probably, but at the same time, Date is a little more like aggressive. Um, I don't remember. Does Date cry? Because I don't think he does cry. I think he holds the tears in, like Akashi Goji. So I don't know. I think Date is more like lack of a good comparison. I think it's more. I want to say like Raul, but at the same time, Raul cried. So I don't know either. it's, it's like I don't think he's cried. I'm really trying to remember. I don't think he done. But I can see why because when Date is like fighting some like minor like opponents, he does it sort of does feel like when Kenshiro is killing like some thugs, where it just shows like this very cold intent where he's just getting it over with. But then again, Date likes to mock his enemies too, and Kenshiro kind of does that, like depending on the. He does it for because I don't know what's with either if it's Hara or Boronzo, but one of them does it for to make it funny. I don't think Sate is like Kasumi Kenshiro because I think Kasumi is much more thuggish and he sounds much more crass than like Date and like a couple others. So I don't know. That's just like his own thing. I don't think he's too much like Kenshiro to be honest. I think Momo was more like Kenshiro because Momo was shown more compassion compared to like Date. Or maybe they're both half a Kenshiro. You know, Momo's like the compassionate half and Date's like the merciless assassin half. Can't wait for those toys. Oh, which ones? Because I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure I'm reading the comment late. Sorry. In your opinion, do you think Tarchan, Vasha Stampede, and Himura Kenshin would make a great team as a team of pacifists? Well, you could also throw in like Eldward Eric, and I think Alphonse is a pacifist too. But I kind of want to say there might be some conflicting morals at some point. Maybe like I think that would make an interesting discussion about among all those characters because 'cause I kind of want to recall like if any one of them has killed animals to eat. I'm not sure because I know Tharchan is like has a very different mindset when it comes to like preserving nature compared to other characters. Like I mean, he's lived in it. Also, the character like I remember Tharchan was getting weak for being in the city and seeing all like that corruption and like a broken family and all that. But doesn't Vash? I'm trying to recall like if Vash or Kenshin has a bigger body count. Because Kenshin was like a mercenary, right? Because I know Vash was trying to avoid all the killings, but like Mayhem follows him because of knives and all that. Because I do recall that Vash could pretty much like really mess up the planet with his like I forgot what it's called. Was it an angel arm or something like that? Because man, it's been like I've been out of touch with Trigun like for a long, long time now. Now I think about it, because I don't really like the manga versions of Trigun to be honest, because I can't understand. Um, was it Yasuhiro Imahori or is that the music? Sunio Imahori. I think that's the no. That's the guy who does the music. It's a Yasuhiro Night Owl. There we go. That's the author of Trigun because I don't like the manga because it's very like messy, detailed but messy, and it's like I feel like comedy hits in the wrong moment when it comes to that series. But I wouldn't be against a Trigun Maximum anime. I'm still waiting for that. Trigun Maximum. When is that gonna happen? But I kind of like the original anime how it is. It's like it just works for me. But like Tarchan, like I wouldn't mind a reboot for that either. But I like the designs of those the drawings of the characters because there's like the author for Tarchan draws like these very realistic like bodybuilder physiques and it's like pretty impressive because none of the other like not even Fist and North Star's bodies look like that. I just think like Tarchan is probably the more realistic of the bunch. Um, what was I going with? Because Baki is like total opposite. It's like the most exaggerated format ever. How was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was talking about the pacifists, but I want to say at some point they're gonna have a difference in ideologies, and I'm not sure that's gonna lead to conflict, but. I'm not sure what the conflict would be, but I want to say there's gotta be one because I kind of can't see them like fully agreeing with each other, but I don't know. Or maybe they can. Maybe they will feel relieved to meet someone else with their same ideals. So I don't know. Seth Stratton. Yeah, I know the musical. Like that's the third person that's told me today. I'm kind of wondering why everyone's like so excited by that because I'm not like. I guess because it's technically a live action North Star. I know there's a commercial. There's been two commercials or maybe more actually, because I've seen three live action commercials. One with Toki in a hospital, but you don't see his face. One with Kenshin in the gym, and the live action commercial about the soap. because that one's been subtitled by Discotheque. Because they just like, I don't know why they just took they just it was a very generous thing they did in order to sub it for us. Like I don't think they profit off of that, or I don't think so, or there was some like some partnership or anything. But they subbed it. But yeah, it'd be great. Air Razor, the underused, yeah. It's total BS how Air Razor and Tigatron was just like, let's get you out of the story because your toys aren't selling too well. Wow. Yeah, but Tigatron is supposed to come out in I think in October because there's already a listing on Amazon. I already got it on pre-order, but they haven't revealed any pictures, so it's just like a blank listing. So I'm just kind of wondering, like, what does Tigatron look like? Cause he's bigger than Cheetor, which is like something that people might overlook because by facts, like white tigers are like the most biggest tigers. They're the biggest tigers, and tigers are already way bigger than cheetahs. So Tigatron's gotta be like maybe Rhinox size, or maybe Dinobot. Um, yeah. I know that. I know that. Alistair, that Air Razor was changed to a guy in the Japanese dub, which is sort of like like gay status for him and Tigatron. Oh boy, not sure why they did. I don't know why would they do that because like Air Razor well compared to Black Arachnia because I was actually looking back at Beast Wars, it's kind of like a miracle or a surprise that Black Arachnia was able to actually have like such a bust because it's like so out there in your face. Thinking, wow, how did they get away with that? Because because Air Razor, even though it's not like an actual boob, like her chest is pretty big, and I'm pretty sure we all know the reason why. So I was kind of surprised about that. Like, maybe you should consider to collecting model kits like Gundam or Evangelion by Kiryu Sanagi. Lately I've been assembling some stuff, so I'm thinking maybe I could try doing a model kit, but I'm not really into Gundam. So I'm not actually looking for anything, but maybe they did for like Mazinger or something that's Go Nagai related. Maybe I don't know. But then again, I've kind of been in the mood to make a puzzle. It's like very straightforward. Just put the pieces together. But because I used to do a lot of puzzles when I was little, and when it comes to like Transformers, like transforming these new things, it's like super complicated. It's like it's so much harder. Like even because it's gotten to the point where the YouTube videos have to like elaborate exactly when there's something like a little off about the design or the instructions aren't very clear on what to do. Uh, what are your thoughts on the Zoid series? Luxar Shark, is it Shark? Yeah, it's Shark. I don't know. I never actually saw it. I didn't because when I first heard of Zoids, it was when it was new, or at least I think it was new in America, because it was in the 2000s during the I forgot what was it called, the SNES night or SNES. It was something similar to something similar to Super Nintendo. When it came to the title, it was something for Saturdays because there was this like 8-bit like or 16-bit our green arcade logos for like the Saturday cartoons, and during those days because Toonami wasn't Saturday night yet. Ugh. But yeah, I think that's when Zoids would air, but I never actually saw it. Only saw like bits and pieces. The Japanese Beast Wars dub turned the show into a comedy with a lot of ad-libbing. Also was directed by the guy who infamously became the sound director for Berserk 2016. Things come full circle, I guess, because even that series was CGI. But I'm pretty sure Beast Wars look better than that. Beast Wars and Reboot, they look better than Berserk. I don't know. Like, does CGI, those do old CGI bother anybody? Because to me, that's like normal. Because I even familiar with graphics from like the PlayStation days, the N64. Was there any other system? The Sega Dreamcast or the I forgot the order. Maybe it's not the Dreamcast. Maybe it was a different system. But yeah, I'm used to seeing polygons because remember how Lara Croft looked like? how she used to look like, how Donkey Kong looks like in Smash Brothers 64. Wow. I mean, Donkey Kong from 64 to Melee was like huge improvement, man. Like, holy crap, look at Donkey Kong in Smash Brothers Melee. He looks so real. It was real for us back then. Because nowadays, Melee Donkey Kong doesn't look as it's not quite there compared to like Ultimate's Donkey Kong model. I'm like, wow. But yeah, yeah. But like it doesn't surprise me too much that it was ad-libbed to death because I'm thinking about like Fist of the North Star in France and City Hunter or Nicky Larson, how much that differed in their language with their dubbing. Like times like eggs are hard. I also managed to recently watch Zone Fighter. I'm not sure what Zone Fighter is. Let me go to the laptop, which is over here in the corner. Let's see, Zone Fighter. What is Zone Fighter? Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this character before, to be honest. It's Toku and Kaiji related. I've never seen Zone Fighter before, so that's like new. The 90s gave us a lot of fighting adaptation anime OVAs. Oh, yeah. Because I know there's a Tekken anime, but I don't know if that one's actually good. But getting Darkstalkers and Street Fighter, like, I had to. I kind of wish there was more. It didn't happen. Have you ever the HNK fighting game made by Arc System Works? Nope. But they really should bring it back considering how good Dragon Ball Fighters is doing. But yeah, I've seen gameplay, I've seen like the opening credits and stuff like that, so I'm familiar with the game. I just never had the chance to play it. Because I also wanted to play the Jojo Capcom game, but you can't find that anywhere. They sell DVDs of the anime adaptation musicals. Ah, okay. So maybe Discotech can grab that then. That'd be nice. Like I wouldn't mind buying it officially. Ever read a series from author of Blaster Knuckle like Roman Fighter? I don't know how to pronounce that that Roman word. The Seth. But I know it has an anime already, doesn't it? Or it hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to be a CGI thing, I believe. I never saw it or read it, but I am aware of it because of Blaster Knuckle, and that's like the only other thing he's made. And that was from Danny Boy. Leon Diaz gives me 11 out of 10 in looks. Thank you. Ryu is Kenshiro's successor. Oh, from Street Fighter? I guess so. Because you got Ryu Ken, like Ryu Ken, so who knows? I don't know. Maybe it's all the same world. She's a cop but not a pig. Oh, Chun-Li? Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Like I think the Street Fighter girls are I think they're harder than the MK girls to be honest. Because the MK is like you pretty like the only two hot girls there are like well no there's three. That's like Sonya Blade and Melina is like well obviously it's the mouth. That's the whole problem. and But I like the MK9 designs. I think that's the right game, or MK10, or one of those. Because I know I've seen Melina in different stuff. Like, I was going back to what I was saying earlier. It's that there was like these badass like skimpy outfits, but they were like super buff as well. So and unfortunately, like today's MK don't do that. Likely because of reasons. Gotta be correct. Fei Long's my favorite because of Bruce Lee. Capcom has the best designs. They're pretty cool, man. 'Cause I really like how they're. I don't know who's the one who creates the character designs. I imagine it's different per game, but those artists are pretty talented in coming up with these very good designs, and over time they just got more detailed. Do you ever thought Sonic would have an official crossover with North Star, Frango, GZ? No, I never imagined seeing Sonic and Kenshiro being the. I never imagined seeing Sonic, Kenshiro, Virtual Fighter, Street Fighter, Baki, and there's someone else in that crossover that came, and even Fist of the Blue Sky, and I think I'm forgetting one other IP, but never would I thought I could see all of that in one roster. All because of Sega. Street Fighter stuff does look cool. It is, man. Especially Street Fighter 2 animated movie. because well, even the Alpha movie, like that one's like it was very unmodel with those what's the game called, Street Fighter Alpha, or I don't remember the name of the game that it's based on, but those designs are like very spot on to the source material, which I really like. Have you ever seen the Zelda prototype that one Austin and Joe fan? Yeah, yeah, because I made a tweet about it because I was actually examining the accessories and like the sword and the mask. Like the sword is only like in one image of the manga, and in the anime it appears in two different shots. But that was it. But I wanted to make a video about that, but I wasn't really sure if I should do another toy video so right away. If Storm Collectibles ever gets far with the Baki license, do you think they make a figure of the five death row inmates or Pickle? I imagine so, because in terms of like top tier characters, like there isn't too much for Baki, right? Oh, because let me think. There's Baki, Yujiro, Doppo, Retsukayo, Hanayama. That's five already. And I'm thinking, unless they want to do that old man. I'm forgetting the name of the old man that does the what's the name of that martial art? Shit. Was it Aikido? I think like the name of the fighting style. It was something that was mostly about counters. I really didn't, I can't remember that guy's name, but I do remember that Vic Mignogna voiced him in the new version. Well, anyways, whatever. So there's that old man, number six. Like his name escapes me at the moment. That's six. There's Jack. That's seven. Um, there's Katsumi. That's eight. So yeah, that's like a roster of eight when it comes to like main characters per se. Because I don't know if they want to do like oh god, I'm forgetting names. Like that other dude, the one that's the Kaito. I think his name was Kaito, the one that got beaten up by Dorian, and got put in the punching bag. Yeah, so because there you got the five inmates, that'll be like 14. You put in like Biscuit Oliver or Olivia, whatever name they're gonna use. That's like 15. And you threw in Pickle at 16, and unless they want to do like a bunch of minor characters from Maximum Tournament or like because I know there's this one prisoner in Son of Ogre that appears in the first arc that Baki fights in prison, but he's kind of like fodder compared to like fighting against Olivia or Oliver. Oh yeah, there's Gaia, but I would like to see the Yasha ape. That's one I would be pretty cool. Um, I don't recall what other. I think Baki has like at least 20 characters they could do, or I don't know if they want to do variant costumes, like do Hanayama with the suit and the one without the suit, or doing like guiding exclusive characters. Because Baki has those. So yeah, I don't know, from the main court cast, like there's like I would say Pickle would be like one of the big contenders, especially if by the time the new anime comes out, maybe the Storm Collectibles will try to coincide with it. That would be like the smart approach. I think it's possible to do that in order to get the timing right. Like start working on the prototypes for Pickle and Yujiro, and then boom, when he comes on the anime, like make him like available for sale. Hello, fellow nerdite. Hello by Arcanite 13. What's your favorite piece of Jim Henson's work, Alistair6531? I really need to finish the Dark Crystal like series because I only saw the first episode, I think, or maybe I saw two. I don't recall, but it was interesting. But my favorite things that he's done, I probably need to watch Fraggle Rock at some point to be honest. But the things that I like were or Muppets Take Manhattan and the Christmas Carol one. I want to say there was like something else that Jim Henson did that I really liked, and now I can't. I remember now. Dinosaurs, like dinosaurs, is like my favorite thing, even though that's not necessarily directly with Jim, but it's still their shop, so I don't know, like if the writing material is really from that group, or they're just like we just need you for the costumes, like Ninja Turtles, for example. That's not necessarily Jim's stuff, but the turtle costumes were definitely like their work. So yeah, I'm not sure if dinosaurs is really part of like Jim Henson's workshop, that type of stuff. So I wouldn't be sure, but I would say dinosaurs. If not, I would say Muppets Take Manhattan and the Muppets Christmas Carol, because the image of death in that movie like always like kind of like haunted me as a kid, and I wasn't scared of it or more maybe more like amazed by it. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I liked. Because when it comes to Muppet movies, Muppets Take Manhattan, that one I really enjoyed because I mean, Kermit and Miss Piggy get married in that one, and unfortunately, all the other movies don't address it. It's because I don't know how Muppets is doing these days. Because I think like the last two shows they've done is haven't been like really good. Because I know there was like that Office type of thing, that reality TV Muppets. Like I saw like two or three episodes, and I just didn't like what they were doing with the characters. Because like Miss Piggy was like very slutty, and it's just I don't know, it's just weird. Not even in a good way. I want to be a student of Tetsuo Leo Ankelo Diaz. That'd be great. Well, I don't know, like to get some like actually I'd be fine just meeting the person. I don't necessarily want to be a student. I would like an interview with him. In the 80s and 90s, manly stuff meant something. Yeah, yeah, it's all pretty cool because there's a lot of heart to it. Like the movie Stallone's Over the Top. Like that one's a pretty good like I would say that's a family movie. And same thing goes for the Karate Kid, even though it's not like testosterone heavy, but it has that 80s like encouraging spirit. Even Back to the Future, almost everything has like that hopeful spirit and like kind of like wholesome thing, like Back to the Future and all that. Have you posted your My Anime list before? If you have one, yeah, it's in my description, like of every video that I post, dude. It's there. Like even in the last one that I did, like Storm Collectibles anime action figures, like it's in the description. It's at the very bottom. It's like there's over 600 anime that I have watched, and there's like some actual reviews and manga reviews that I haven't. Some of those opinions have changed because I remember being very super negative on Cutie Honey and Ultimate Path Private High. Like they have like super negative reviews, so just don't take it like super seriously. Take it with a grain of salt when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, my Captain Commando, like just look in the description of my videos. I post my anime list, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Ko-fi, my Patreon. I think there's another thing. There's a Facebook, but I don't really use it. Only the last Jag OVA was any good in my opinion. The 90s Devil Lady anime was very good. I wasn't really into the Devil Lady anime. I do like the ending because it goes in a different direction. I was like, oh, that's interesting. We also got the cameo from 72 Devilman from the Toei anime, so that was nice. But I think Devil Lady would have been better as 13 episodes instead of the full 26. Franco GZ, it's a sad feeling when you're a fan of an Eastern franchise so niche that some spin off entries you can't even find them translated or not. It's like they don't exist. Yeah, like today I found like two chapters of Ten no Hao or the Legends of the Dark King manga for Raoul. And there's only two chapters that I could find. I'm like, I would like to look at the rest of it. That'd be nice. Because cause there's some like I think there's like old Blackjack. I think that's one of the titles. Because there's like an old man version of Blackjack, and it looks like super depressing from what I've seen. But I still would like to look at it. Violence Jack manga's intense, but the OVAs are just exploitive. Mark Cohen. I think they're both like on the same levels of graphic, of having graphic violence and graphic adult situations. Have you read Sword Art from Akira Miyashita? Yes, I did. I read like about 30 chapters, I think, because I just like because I was interested in the main character's brother, like the evil brother. I thought like he was like pretty interesting for a manly villain, but he's only appeared for such a little bit. But and I guess I should clarify that for the manly villains list, I'm kind of want to wait until Baki's Son of Ogre comes out, because that also gives me time to like watch some anime that I haven't looked at yet, which I really should have done years ago. But I guess the timing is like is working out for me because Son of Ogre, like whenever it comes out, that also means I get more Yujiro footage, and that's like the best of Yujiro you're gonna see. So, and Yujiro is obviously gonna be like probably top five when it comes to manly villains because it really has that potential. Especially when Son of Ogre is like such a long thing waiting for me. Do you think a remake of Angel Cop would be possible now in today's days, or would it not fly? Let me repeat that. Do you think a remake of Angel Cop would be possible in today's era, or would it not fly today? That depends on which two things you think won't work. Because you're either talking about the anti-Semitic stuff from the original Japanese dialogue, which was cut out in the English, or you're talking about the idea that they're cops. But there's definitely some things behind the scenes in the actual storyline involving the characters' allegiances. Because I remember that Lucifer in that one, she was actually much more patriotic in the Japanese dub, but that also relates to the whole like anti-Jew thing that the dialogue was going for. Um, but yeah, like they could just cut that out, just forget about all that, and just make a different storyline. I mean, the dub got away with it. So, if you're talking about like the fact that the characters are cops and there's like a lot of police brutality with like the way Angel like shoots off that woman's head off. Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of those OVAs, they're like time capsules, man. They just can't be recreated. But I don't know. I mean, if something like Primal can be made, or even Invincible, like that's a pretty violent show, right? So I think it could work. Like it could happen. I just don't really see the need to remake it, to be honest. Unless the manga is like a lot different, because I know a manga exists, but I don't know like how developed it was, or if it was a completely different thing from the OVA. Going to guy is so misunderstood. Yeah, I guess so. But he's also the type of guy that does like some crazy stuff because he wants to be remembered, and he does. Yeah, Evil Town got banned in Australia. Demon Prince Kiavala. I really love how 2003 deconstructed the original manga's themes and improve on them substantially. Yeah, Brian C. That's from the Fullmetal Alchemist because I think the original 2003 adaptation is just much more crueler, but at the same time, it sort of like makes it much more of a richer story of how graphic, how painful like some of those losses can be, and it's super creepy too. Like it really disturbs me because back then, whenever I would turn on Adult Swim in the 2000s, it's always like something creepy of Fullmetal Alchemist going on. It actually did scare me, so I'm like, I'm not watching that. Watching something else. Oh, Bazooka wasn't written by the guy. He just did the art. Yeah, but okay, okay. That was from the author. I can't remember his name. I know what author I'm talking about. It's the one from Mad Bull 34, Lone Wolf and Cub, Lady Snowblood. That guy that did that story, right? But it still doesn't take account to other of his. That still doesn't take away from all the other naughty manga that he's done. What's your opinion on Hideki Anno's Cutie Honey live action? Was that the Re Cutie Honey or is that a different one? Because I only seen the Re version live action, and I don't remember what I saw. I know I saw it. There were some things that I liked about it because I remember they did something different with Sister Jill, but now I don't even remember what the twist was. So I don't know. Sorry. I really like Edward's development. He became much more cynical and violent in Joss Flowers. Yeah, to me, like the moment he turned his arm into a gun, and then when he dug his mom's corpse, it's like, eesh. Well, then again, at that point, he was just like wanted to get rid of the homunculi. He just wanted to like end all of this, and then it just becomes like this very very grim ending with the other side of the gate. The Millie Mouse says he's back. Welcome back, dude. Are you looking forward to Netflix's Cowboy Bebop? Not really, because I don't really need to. I don't see the need of making that live action because the Cowboy Bebop is already cool on its own, and part of the reason why it's important as a 2D medium because it's an anime that like broke barriers. It broke the English dub barrier. It set new standards for that, it became like this very stylish, cool thing that a lot of people like. It was sort of like a gateway anime. Well, this thing looks cool. I'm gonna check out this other anime stuff. And ooh, hold up, hold up, man, don't fall. And then what was the other thing? Um, the fact that it's from other anime too, because it wasn't about like a supervillain. It wasn't about a tournament. It wasn't about like superpowers and all that. Well, there were some superpower beings in that show, but it wasn't really about that. It wasn't a shonen, and it wasn't about mech. Well, it wasn't a Gundam show either. So it's like so many different things. It was like adult in its nature because it was the Lupin, the Cobra, and the City Hunter of its time. So that's why Cowboy Bebop to me is like it should remain anime. Making it into live action film like kind of takes away its unique quality, or live action series. So because I know that Yoko Kanno is going on there, but I'm like I already seen all these live action anime mishaps like with Ghost in the Shell. Alita turned out magically good, which but then again it wasn't rated R, and that's what really bugged me that that movie should be rated R, man. I want some RoboCop violence in Alita. But yeah, I don't see the needs for a live action Cowboy Bebop. That's why I'm not like I don't care for it. Sorry, Kama Sutra in the '90s, and yep, and it's just porn. Yeah, yeah, Danny. Yeah, I knew that because I remember Falcon told me about that. No, dude. Sorry, Leon Calo. I'm nowhere near 6 feet, man. Not even close. 6'5". That be no. I'm like the opposite. I'm 5'6", not 6'5", 5'6". I'm not a tall person by any means. All the testosterone is in my face, and maybe in my. I mean, I said that wrong. All the testosterone is in my voice, maybe on my face. I don't know, but definitely in the voice. That's where all the testosterone's in. But yeah, no, it's just that no, like the work where I'm working at, like my boss is like she's 5'8", I think. And already that's like pretty tall. And I've seen some customers, some clients or guests, I don't know what term we use, like that's shown up and they're in the 6 feet, and I'm just like, to be honest, they're in the 6 feet, and I'm pretty sure I'm older than them. So yeah, that's just how life works. Like one of my nephews is taller than me, so there you go. Yeah. And the ending was heartbreaking when I was saying that he would bring his brother back, that it hit right in the field. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because Alphonse got saved, but Edward had to be stuck in the other gate. Because it's very bleak ending, so I could see why people don't like rather go for Brotherhood's happy ending, where everything is like completely resolved. Everything is resolved. But I don't know. I think the what Brotherhood's ending saves it from the original is that the original is like endings bleak, where the law of equivalent exchange doesn't work because Dante was using the villain's name was Dante, right? Because I'm thinking, isn't Dante a guy's name? And then she was using, oh, whatever. Like, so anyway, she's using the baby, saying, like, oh, the baby did nothing. Where's the equivalence in that exchange? And then Edward's like, whole, he has this mental breakdown and then gets up killed. But in Brotherhood's ending, Alphonse says, like, you could give something for, like, expecting nothing in return. Or you could give more than in the equal amount. So, that saves it from, like, that's a very different, like, I guess the original's ending is more like a glass half empty, while Brotherhood's is like glass half full. So that's my guess. The modern art kills Jojo for me from Brian C. Yeah, I don't. I'm like, I don't feel any sadness in a way. Would you want Tetsuo Hara to remake JoJo Parts 1 and 3? No, no, no. That's fine where it is. I want Hara to remake Parts 4 and 5. 4, 5, and I don't think 7 really needs the update. Like it kind of works as a western. So, but yeah, remake 4, 5, and 8. But if you want to do 6 and 7, be my guest, Hara. Do them all. Redraw everything. Make it more manlier. Or I would like to see Junichi Hayama do like all that stuff. Like his designs are like amazing, the perfect blend of everything, where everything just fits together. Like he's drawn Momo, he's drawn Jotaro, he's drawn Kenshiro. He's worked in different anime involving them. So it's like it's amazing that guy's career. Junichi Hayama, man, the most underrated manly artist. Oh, hold up, hold up. Hold up. I ended up pushing like something. I realized what to do. Etrigan versus Devilman. Ooh, that's a good one because I know Etrigan's got this comic recently, or maybe a few years ago, from like I forgot the name of the title. Like, was it like Night? I even researched it recently because they did like there was just like this prequel-ish like prehistory Etrigan medieval series like with him and other like medieval characters. Because McFarlane did a toy recently that's up for pre-order, and I was rewatching some Etrigan episodes because I was watching his appearance in Justice League, and I was like really into the character. I was like, man, this guy's amazing. But unfortunately, I know if people saw that episode today with him and Morgan Le Fay, they would make a bunch of like simp jokes and all that, and they would make so much contemporary jokes about it. But yeah, like Etrigan versus Devilman. I'm not too familiar with the comics version of Etrigan because all my knowledge comes from animated adaptations such as Batman the Animated Series because he appeared in one episode and he was like huge in that one. He's never been that big. Um, was he one of the Justice League Dark movies? I want to say he was, but I don't know. So I think Devilman might still be more powerful than him. Well, because especially if you're talking about all the different versions, like I mean, Devilman can turn into a giant, but then again, I don't know the full extent of Etrigan's power. But yeah, it's a pretty good, interesting question. It actually would be a good crossover, Devilman with Etrigan. Gone from a man, and enter the demon Etrigan. I don't think I said the rhyme right. I'm pretty sure like, there's something missing in that quote. Jojo Leon is for specific tastes. A lot of people like it for some reason, but I couldn't get into it either. Anyway, to me, it was just like weird. It was just like fetish after weird stuff. Just like I'm gonna lick your eyeball. I'm like, what? You're gonna lick my eyeball? And then Joshu or I don't know the guy with the haircut. With the kappa haircut. I would like to call him. Like I mean, he was gonna violate the main girl. I mean, what the hell? I don't think that she even knows that was him doing it. But yeah, I don't recall what else that was in JoJo Leon. It was just like, and then I don't know. Doesn't that like cheapen Johnny's like life with the way JoJo Leon goes? Like, doesn't Johnny like kind of cause like all the events of JoJo Leon? Because doesn't that like mess up like a family tree or something? But I don't know. So, the fact that Johnny like gets messed up like that, I don't know if that's like kind of cheapens Steel Ball Run as a whole. I find it funny that Balance Jack OVA writer did a complete 180 on his career. I don't even know who the writer for the OVAs are, but if you can explain to me, I'll be I'll be mostly great. I'll be very grateful for that. Unlike part one, does Johnny die like Jonathan, or does he live at the end? Well, no, no, no. Okay, no, no. In parts, if you're talking about Steel Ball, well, I'm guessing I'm gonna be speaking spoilers. So in Steel Ball Run, Johnny survives. He makes it to the end. The thing is, the problem with Jojo Leon is that it takes like way a couple years later. So Johnny's already dead, but he's been murdered. The secret how he's been killed has been revealed. That's where I left off, or around the time. But there's like a lot of stuff that happens with him and his family, and that kind of makes me wonder like maybe Jojo Leon like shouldn't have done that. So I don't know. How would you imagine that JoJo Part 9 would be like, and think we'll continue the Holy Corpse saga? Probably because but then again, because I want to say like when it came to Diamond and Golden Wind, they used the Golden Arrow, but Part 6, the arrow was sort of like an afterthought. And instead, it was all about the bone of Dio, and then the Dio the green baby plant tree thing. So it became about that. because he's been I think he's been always into like that mystical artifact or mystical item, like in every story. Like in Phantom Blood, it was a stone mask. Battle Tendency, it was the Stone of Asia. Cyrus Crusaders, it was the tarot cards, and like the Holly Stand, I guess would be the item of the arc. And then with Diamond and Golden Wind, it was all about the Golden Arrow. And well, actually, the Golden Arrow used that much in Part 5? Because I'm actually kind of forgetting. I don't remember because I recall the beginning the arrow was there, but then afterwards I don't remember what happens till like the very end of the fight with Diablo. Actually, I need to finish watching Golden Wind anime because I only saw like 8 or 10 episodes and then I just like stopped. I don't know because Stone Ocean is something I'm definitely gonna be seeing from day one. Because currently the anime that I'm watching are Saint Seiya on Netflix and Megalobox 2, which I like way, way, way more than the first series. Johnny dies in part 8 as a flashback, Kiryu Sanagi. Yeah, 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 like he's already been like killed off when the story starts, so that's like that is like it's not like common knowledge, but that is one of the main plot points of Jojo Leon. And that's another thing with Jojo Leon. You can't really talk about anything without a spoiler because like almost everything's a damn spoiler in that story. Didn't a sound design student get access to the Phantom Blood footage for a class project? He found some footage, and that's been leaked online for a couple of years. But there's a different Phantom Blood like promotional trailer or something of the sort that's been online. I hope I downloaded that clip because it was cool animation. It was in high quality too. It wasn't blurry or out of focus or anything. It was like, ooh, pristine, or as pristine as it could be. Considering the other parts wrapped up the sagas like 1 and 3, the Stone Mask saga and the Stand Arrow saga, so yeah, maybe I don't know. In your opinion, do you think people like Cobra and Tarchan would have gotten more recognition if they were in J Stars, like how Momotaro got more attention? Yes, 'cause there's like it would have helped along with Kineko Man, and the same thing goes for like Jump Force. There was hardly any old characters for Jump Force. Like you know something's wrong when Kenshiro is the oldest character in that game. At least I think he was the oldest one in that game. Odysseus Colovistius. Yo, what's up, boys? What's good, boys? Joined a bit late. What we going on about? Yeah, yeah, that's the thing because I really need to update this thing with a StreamYard. That way people can see the question and know what I'm talking about. But I haven't really explored how to do that yet. Yeah, Richard Cancino was in both Kenshin dubs. Funny enough, he was also Joe the Condor in Eagle Riders and the Harmony Gold dub of Gatchaman OVA. Because there was actually a few episodes of Eagle Riders posted on YouTube, which I need to finish downloading. I hope they're still there because I downloaded like about 10 and there was like 20 some available, but I think the whole show was like 40 something. What are your thoughts on Japanese female voice actresses doing boy or male voices, especially with Goku, Naruto, Kenshin, Luffy, Bats, Edward, and etc.? Betty Mounted. I never had a problem with that. That was more like a surprise to find out when they're like, oh, there are girls doing the guy voices. It's more a common thing in Japan than over here. We don't see many like girl actresses doing boy characters. I mean, but then again, I mean, Naruto was from a Meili Flanagan. Luffy is by Colleen Clickenbeard. I think that's it in terms of like main character done by a woman over here. Like I don't have a problem with it, but I think that could be like the proper way to probably end all this whole gender war stuff. Like just go away already. Just go. Things back to normal, where we didn't make a fuss about it. Just accept it, move on, blah blah blah. So what was I going with this? Yeah, I have no problem with it or anything. Cause it's way more common in Japanese. Cause like I think the voices just sort of work better. Cause I know a lot of people don't like Japan. Well, a lot of English speakers don't like Japanese Goku, but I think it really fits the character. But I admit it's a little weird to hear I can't remember her name, but to hear her voice on both Goku, Gohan, and Goten, to me that's a little too much. At that point, you should have gotten different people. There's probably a woman chasing the anime hero now because of how handsome he is. I wish. But unfortunately, in this mask world, you can only see half my face. Because I will admit, I've seen a couple of attractive girls like at work, but um, I kind of don't know like how to start. Well, then again, I can't even initiate the conversation because I'm busy working. And unfortunately, a lot of the coworkers that I've had, they suffer from the two T's. They're either they're taken or they're too young, and that's kind of a problem. So I'm like, nope, no, thank you. I thought you were older. Sorry, but no, I haven't done any. Like I've done chasing, but I haven't been chased per se. Because last year I was really trying to go with this one girl, but it just didn't work out, and I kind of and I don't know if it's my fault or her fault because I kind of feel like I didn't know what to do, and I feel like I didn't know how to express myself the right way that wouldn't come off like selfish or like some any other guy. Because I don't know, there was like a lot of there was some back and forth for a little bit, and then stuff happened in my life, so I wasn't thinking about her for anymore. And only recently I started like thinking about her because I went to ask a message because I needed help with like a real life problem that I had, which it's kind of resolved. So I'm just kind of wondering whether like where to go from here. Did you guys know that Ken's Rage Kensho Life size statue just got spotted again in a Did you guys know that Kenshiro's Rage the Wow, I'm messing up now. Did you guys know that the Ken's Rage Kenshiro life-size statue just got spotted again in an exhibition after so long, and also a Maeda Keiji statue was spotted. I had to delete the first one due to oh, okay. I didn't necessarily know that that statue was lost because I do recall that that thing did come out recently because of the jewels that it or whatever those jewels are made of because no, wait. I think I read a manga or something else that addressed that statue, and I can't recall where. But they talked about the statue, and they said that those little ornaments that it has on its body are expensive. But I wasn't aware that it was lost or anything. And then the Maeda Keiji statue, that one was like, um, that one I never heard of, but I do recall that the Kenshiro one was a pretty big deal. And there's supposed to be a Yuria one with him, right? Or is the Kenshiro that's married like a different one from that Kenshiro? Anime hero, have you heard of Nana? Yeah. I was trying to yeah, I just sounded like the like a pitch meeting. Yeah. But I saw like a few episodes of Nana, but I think I was too young to like really appreciate like the what was going on. And isn't that manga on hiatus or something? Because or it finished? Yeah, but I do know what Nana is, but I don't necessarily know like what's about in terms of like the. I think it was about two roommates or the like polar opposites, and it becomes like this very like a drama of some sort. Or that's what I think it's supposed to be about, but I could be totally wrong. Sunil McCormick, what is your opinion on the new Nicktoons All Star Fighter game? And Powder Toast Man is like the manliest character so far. Oh yeah, Powder Toast Man. But I saw the trailer and I immediately forgot about some interesting detail because the first thing that pops out is Leonardo. I'm thinking, why is Leonardo? Oh right, because Nickelodeon has all the rights for turtles. Duh. Or was it Michelangelo that showed first? I think it was Mikey that came on screen first. But yeah, but it actually looks like a good game because I remember the Cartoon Network version like had a lot of bugs, and it's just like not a good game. So I don't know. I think it's cool. The thing is, I've never been much of a Nickelodeon person. Like I was more Cartoon Network because those were the tunes I saw. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna go out and buy it. I don't think so. But I think it's cool that it's for that people that like Nicktoons more than me. I do enjoy the collaboration. That's always awesome. The crossover stuff, that's great. So yeah, sorry if I'm not too enthusiastic. It's a shame that Stallone never played King Shiro. Josh Flowers, that'd be great. It's a shame Juza dies. Well, yeah, but Juza had one of the manliest deaths of the series, especially in the anime version, because he has like a when he falls, like a cloud forms in the floor. Have you ever read Family of Brahman? Is one of Akira Miyashita's failed manga after Otokojuku. The three main actually return in Goku Otokojuku. Oh, that's cool. Has Goku Otokojuku been translated yet? Because I've been wanting to read that or the Ultimate Private High reboot from 2011. But yes, I did read Family of Brahman, and I was like super into it because I did like the whole idea of a road trip adventure of manly characters. It was like Stardust Crusaders, and with this very overpowered martial art. And but then it just and then you have like Senator Rao, and it just ends. It never finishes the fight, so it's like wow, like straight up canceled. Like Build King, like I really like Build King, and then they just canceled it, man. Like come on. Like Shonen Jump's canceling things, and meanwhile, all the cartoons in America are getting canceled before season three. DuckTales canceled. Owl House right now canceled. Ooh. I think there was another cartoon that was like Rise of TMNT canceled. Everything's getting canceled over here. Thundercats Roar canceled, but that might actually be a good thing. um, will we get a Devilman Lady anime that's faithful to the manga? I hope so. I really would like to see the Going to Guy's 90s like muscular art style like in animated form because it'd be super cool. I don't think there's ever been like that many anime that replicated his 90s art style. Because I want to say there was one anime that replicated his format, but I guess the Devilman OVAs kind of did that because there was definitely a little bit more muscle. It wasn't as like angular, but I don't know. It was a good blend of the two because it was like mix of his 70s and 90s and 80s stuff. Because the muscles were there, but it still had all those like Guy expressions from the 70s. I'm actually drawing a blank because I don't recall there's anything that really replicates his like 90s stuff or modern stuff. Because I know there was like this manga trader for Grandizer that had like that current art style of his, and it just looked great. And kind of wish it was a whole show. Oh, that's right. Get a Robo came out already, right? I haven't even taken a look at that. At the new Get a Robo anime. The third season was anime original content and really out there in comparison to the Kyoto arc. Demon Prince Kiavala. Yeah. How behind in comments am I at? Am I? Because I'm seeing Suki Condor 1111. Oh, you can't be kidding me, man. Am I literally an hour behind of comments? That is crazy, man. 1111. That was like the last comment that got posted. Wow, you're kidding me. I'm actually an hour behind in comments? That's ridiculous. I guess I'm gonna have to speed run through this now. Oh, man, I am behind. Alright, so good evening, anime hero. Alright, good evening to you by Suki Condor. Hope everything is treating you well. Yeah, I just got my paycheck. Hopefully things at work go smoothly. Danny boy, Dante only cries in the last chapter, like the other students. Okay, how is Kazumi Ken's uncle? Ken was born in the 70s. Was he born? Was Kensho actually born in the 70s? Because that I'm not sure. Have you read Tetsuo Hara's Keiji? Well, because Kazumi was born in the 30s or before the 30s. I don't know. Whatever. Well, they're not even supposed to be blood related, so that's the thing that bothers me. Have you read Tetsuo Hara's Keiji? A little bit. It's more like Momodo. Do you think Raoul could be Kyle if he won against Kenshiro? Possibly, because then he would have a better Muso Tensei. And supposedly he was like the fated one to like rescue the people of Ashura. I think you should do a collab with Kenny Lauderdale if he agrees. You could talk about some obscure manly show. Maybe, like I guess so, because I haven't seen him in forever, and I kind of find it funny because I knew about him before he was popular. Would you want a Shonen Jump crossover anime with characters from Famicom 2 like Jotaro, Tarshan, Maeda, Tyson, Momotaro, Taro, and Goku? I would like that, but it better be a good story mode with actual dialogue, not like Jump Force, with just like silent stuff over and over. Are you familiar with the gag Yankee manga Kyokara Orewa? Yes, I've seen the OVA series, and Those episodes were super long. Like some of them were like over an hour. It was cool, but not something I would like to watch for long periods of time. Let's see. Is that a Mazinger or get a Robo model kit? Wait, do I have something in the back here? Because I don't have any model kits. If anything, you might be seeing like a robot of some sort. I don't know. It was still here by the time I catch up. Oh wait, maybe you're talking to somebody else. Sega Saturday sounds catchy. Oh, Sega Saturn. That's probably the other game. I'm guessing Air Racer being gender swap had more to do with female characters not selling too well in boys' toy lines or being based on early draft material when Air Racer was genderless. Maybe, but then again, I'm pretty sure they just did it for the fun of it in Japanese. Do you own the Echo One Transformer and DeLorean Transformer? Nope, I don't. But I do kind of want the Ghostbusters one. Alistair, are you looking forward to Ghostbusters Afterlife? Yes, I am. I haven't seen much of the promotional stuff or behind the scenes, so I want to go into it blind. SVS, that's what it's called. Saturday Video Entertainment System. Same blog with Cyborg 009 aired on. Yeah, that's what it was. What are your thoughts on Blue Submarine number 6 with its mix of animation and CGI? And there's actually one anime that I haven't seen that I probably should have watched by now, and I think it's only like 6 episodes, right? Okay, Merlin. 2016 Berserk still takes those punches. Beast Wars is primitive, but pretty great for the time. The backgrounds were just plains and desert. I'd say very good PS1 cutscenes, maybe early PS2. Beast Wars still looks good today to me. Because I always get upset when people say that, oh, the CGI looks bad. I'm like, no, it was good. I own a VHS tape of Zoids with some episodes from the show, and me and my brother watched it a lot when we were little. Little, oh, okay, because I never seen much of it. Speaking of Smash, thoughts on Nickelodeon Brawl? Already answered that. Sorry. Also, the same sound director as those duties on the David Jojo. Really? That's new to me. Zone Fighters, an Ultraman type show by Toho in the 70s. By Suki Condor, Billy Mount III. Have you read Hallelujah 2 Boy? Nope, I haven't. Sorry. Are there any female characters that you would label as well manly? There's several, because there's like a list that I need to do. Stuff like Jolene Cujo, Lady Oscar, Claire from Claymore, June Fudo from Devilman Lady, Ellie Ragu from Shadow Skill, uh, Riza Hawkeye, Olivia Mira Armstrong, and stuff like that. Makoto Kusanagi, there you go. The Darkstalkers OVA is beautiful, but its incoherent plot gives me a headache. I need to rewatch the. I haven't seen that OVA in years. Ryu Katsunagi. Oh no no, Roland Katsunagi. There we go. But I was more into like the tragic gargoyles like tone of the series, where all the characters will have like something bad going on for them. They just want to belong to somewhere. So, what would you say is your favorite non-manly anime these days? Also, what is the most manly versus least manly Marvel hero by your standards? LOL. Ugh, I'm gonna have to get to this because I'm trying to speed run through all these questions that are an hour late. Let me think. Non-manly anime these days. That's kind of hard for me. Like I kind of don't recall. Cause even like Silver Fang is I need to finish that. I'm thinking that sort of still has something manly in there. Uh, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, Merlin, because I because I don't know. Because I want to say Doro Hedoro, but at the same time, I'm like I would prefer for that anime to be in 2D. All right. So least manly Marvel hero by your standards. Who's the most manliest? I don't know because I don't feel comfortable calling Hulk manly because he's supposed to be like a monster because that's the idea of the transformation. But I don't know. Some people use him like a fitness inspiration or something of the sort. Like they want to be big as Hulk. Because I kind of want to say Wolverine or Punisher as like the man. Well, I'm gonna go with Punisher just because of the Punisher anime movie that was with Black Widow. Like that movie, he was like super manly in that thing. It was also kind of scary too. He was like Gold 13 manly in that movie. It's Avengers Confidential, Punisher and Black Widow, or I might got Black Widow and Punisher backwards. One of the two. But it's definitely Avengers Confidential. Like least manly Marvel character or hero. Oh, Spider-Man fell down. Uh, least manly. I don't know. Like Morph. I guess I don't know. I don't know if I should say Morph, but then again, Beast is like Not necessarily manly, but then again, it's very wise. I kind of find myself liking Beast more when I'm rewatching some X-Men episodes. But yeah, anyways, I'll get back to your like manly anime question, non-manly anime question later. Stone Fighter was Toho's answer to Ultraman, and it has Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Gigan in it. Ah, dude, there was actually a Jojo Capcom fighting game at the Galloping Ghost Arcade in Chicago. Wow, man, I need to go there someday, but like I don't even have enough money to leave my own state because I spend too much on toys and like a lot of material possessions. But yeah, I need to like travel at some point. But yeah, Galloping Ghost Arcade is definitely something that's a place that I do want to go because like I haven't seen an arcade in years, man. There used to be a very good one at the mall, but it's gone. It's like long gone. I regret not going there. Josh Flowers, yeah, I never finished the Manly list, and I need to like start from scratch. To be honest, like I'll still leave the old videos up, but they all have to be redone. And the show many copies of Little Ultraman Ace. All the love tonight, hero. Can we can feel it tonight? What? Oh, we're talking about the girls, or what? Oh, yeah, that's like very late. Agree. Sakura from Street Fighter is harder than any MK girls. I don't know. I'm not really into Sakura to be honest. I like more like Chun Li, Cammy, Juri, and uh, I think even Crimson Viper looks like pretty good. What about SNK girls? I don't. Yep. Okay, it worked. Yep, it's working now. Sorry, I figured out how to do it. Apparently, what I'm supposed to do is like exit YouTube, and then I actually could resume where I left off. Hold on, let me type something. It's working. All right, let me get back in position. Move my chair. All right. Hey, the one Ashton Joe fan, nice shirt. Thank you. It's from Battle Tendency. Let me go back to the questions. Where was I? Uh, I can't seem to go beyond T-Bone Tony. Actually, let me check the laptop, see if I can go higher with the questions. Uh, hmm. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where exactly was the oldest question because I don't remember the. I have no idea where. What was the last question? Because I think I got more questions. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. That one says 11:42. This one. Hmm. On the YouTube on the laptop, it doesn't tell me the times. Hold on. Let me. I'm going to move some stuff a little bit. Uh, Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Boom. I'm gonna have to like rearrange the location. I'm no longer getting anything. Hold up. Need to move this sock to plug this in. Does this reach? Plug that in, and then I can find a spot where to put this. No, it reaches. Yeah, you might have to like see like a cheap. Or you know what? Hold up. Let me move it this way. Let me move it this. I might have to lower this a bit. Nope. Lower. Alright, okay, that should be good. I don't know what camera angle you're gonna get. Alright, I could just use the... Wow, almost seems to be like almost real time from here to the laptop now. That's surprising. Let me move this to the corner. Actually, let me plug in both things now. Plug in the laptop, plug in the phone. And voila, okay, I think everything should be ready where I can properly address these questions. I don't know if I should skip to the 11:42. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna do with the YouTube with the laptop questions first. I think that one has more than the one from the mobile phone. Henson asks, have you ever heard of the game Guns, Gore, and Cannoli before? It's mainly mafia gangsters versus zombies, and the second game is like the same but with Nazis in the mix. Never heard of that by Alistair. Sank before as well? Nope. Mr. Miyagi is rather manly in his own restrained way. I guess. Like, a lot of those disciplined characters do require some masculinity and their stoicness. Well, they're definitely more. But Mr. Miyagi is definitely more on the humorous side of senseis. Would you want Angel Cop to have a live action adaptation? Not really. Well, I don't know. I guess it'd be kind of cool, but then again, I think that's kind of the appeal of animation, really, to see things you normally couldn't see in live action films, especially with violence. And apparently, some of my toys moved. My RoboCop rotated. I don't know how that happened. My Ash Williams is like falling down. Not sure how that happened here. Ooh, I'm wearing shorts. Sorry. I felt like putting on. I guess I should have put on some pants. Well, it's not my boxers at least. But anyways, Sub Geeks by Pierce, T-Bone Tony, Iken OVA, and Jungle Ryuku are my favorite OVAs, as well as Dragon Half and Puni Puni Puemi. Is Iken the one with like the ridiculously busty girls? I think that was the one. To sum it up, both Guns and Gore's Cannoli and the Hellbent on Whiskey Short is the Godfather and the Goodfellas meet Night of the Living Dead. Wow, that's kind of cool. I'm kind of scared of the idea of Fist and North Star regaining a reboot, how it would be received by Manga Man. I can kind of see that. That's my feelings for Austin the Joe reboot, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it needs to make a comeback. Sorry about that. Okay, this is kind of surreal because this is the first time that the live stream is actually almost real time. It's probably like a 5-second delay. Because usually I get like a 10, maybe 15 seconds of difference, but here's like very immediately. Drop all your anime and drop all your anime. Stone Ocean got an anime. Yeah, I know it got an anime, but Brandon D. But has the trailer come out yet? Because that's what I'm kind of waiting for. Fist of the Piss Star. What? Luxor Shark. If you could make an anime Avengers Justice League team, who would you put in the team? Let's look. The Golden Guy characters, Cyborg, 009. It would be Going to Guy and Tatsunoko. That would sum it up. Kashan, Tegaman, Gatchaman, Polymer, Cyborg 009, Guyver. I'm thinking purely superheroes to be honest. Devilman, Cutie Honey, Mazinger Z, Get a Robo. That's 10 right there. But if you mean like whole variations of characters from different series, like an actual Justice League, that'd be something totally different. Yeah. Yes. I think it would work because if people are over Jojo because it was manly, they would like Hokuto no Ken. Brandon D, did you just mature or get a new mic? You sound different from your videos. It might be because, well, did you watch the recent video? I was just asking because that one, my voice should be the same quality. The difference might be because of the distance, maybe, or the fact that I'm using my phone's microphone instead of the mic that's right here that's covered. This is the oops, let me move Skelly God. This is the Blue Yeti mic. Well, you can't really see it now because that's in the way, and I don't want to move that. The Blue Yeti mic. I had this for like a couple of years now, but I did have the settings wrong for like a whole year or something. So I did fix the settings like I think last year to make it sound better, or maybe it was this year. I don't recall. But yeah, like I said earlier, like with Leonardo's or the guy with the Juice of Pictures question, He was asking me, I was like, if I was 6'5", I'm like, no, I'm 5'6", and the reason that's because all the testosterone is in my voice. It's nowhere else. Maybe my face, but definitely in my voice. That's where it is. So no, like if there was some maturity, like I did turn 30 on March. March the 4th is my birthday, so it already passed. I became a 30-year-old man, but I'm still a 30-year-old single man, unfortunately. Well, because I know people by this point they already there's some people that already gotten married by in their 20s. Because I know some people from high school that got married almost right away, and they start like they already have like three or more kids. New Lupin anime, a new Stone Ocean. Yep. Cowboy Bebop's only getting live action remake because animation gets no respect. Oh. Also, Akuma by all those Superman and other stuff makes you think Marvel vs. Capcom. Hmm. Live action adaptations of anime are rarely good. They have interface. Oh, okay. I think I kind of. Okay, now I'm at 1142 questions. Alright, okay, so. They have interference from directors who don't respect or understand the source material, or there are some limitations. I just don't care. Blade of Immortal was a good anime movie. Live action, I'm assuming, because I haven't even watched the actual anime. Because I know there's two of them, but I think I'll just stick with the new one. Have you watched FMA Conqueror of Shambhala? I personally like the ideas, but it would have worked better as a season. Yeah, yeah, because I've seen the movie, and everyone I talked to about that film has like the same complaints of. I thought the Nazi stuff was like a little too obvious because that's what the whole the state military was supposed to be. I'm like, I mean, with the Fuhrer and all that with King Bradley, but I'm like, I don't know. The movie was just sort of like mixed for me. I didn't really care. Chikujo YT, hello. DeAndre Lovelace, and put Stonehenge for some reason. Is it because of my face, or I don't know? Akuma versus Kyle by Manga Man. I think Kyle could still win, to be honest. Like I haven't seen just the full extent of Akuma's powers, but I mean Kyle's like all key energy, dude. Well, technically it would be Dark Hado versus Hokuto Ryuken, which is still cool. And Hokuto Ryuken predates the Dark Hado. Me and a friend of mine have been watching Power Rangers Beast Morphers, and we're on season 2 now, Alistair. I don't know. I can't really get into any of the American Power Ranger stuff. Not even Marty Morphin anymore, because I saw a bunch of the Saban stuff like back when I was a kid, growing up in the 90s. So I was watching Power Rangers when they were new. But I try rewatching those episodes, and I'm just sort of like not into that. I did see the Sentai versions, like for Jew Ranger and Jetman, and I should be watching more because of one Shout Factory, because there's like a whole app and TV for that, like on Roku. But I don't know. I thought your criticism of Ultimate Path Private High School was pretty fair. It's a manga that gets tired and childish really quick. There's a sequel called Rage. Oh, I don't know this one. Rage, the Goku Tora family, and it's great. Oh, that's cool. And then there's the 2011, which is a sequel with the old main character's sons. Oh, it is a sequel? Oh, I thought it was just a straight up reboot. So maybe I might like the 2011 version more. But yeah, like the original Private High School, like even the tone of even their goal is different because they're supposed to turn into yakuza's, and on Tokujuku they're supposed to become like the newest leaders of the world. So that was like a more positive thing. But yeah, it's like very lewd and crass and very lowbrow, like stuff for a manga. Alistair, have you ever seen the movie Rango before? Since you're into Western movies a lot now, I probably should rewatch that because I've seen it one time before and I haven't. I don't remember what happens aside from the rattlesnake with the Gatling gun for a tail. I think that was cool, but I probably should rewatch Rango. Do you own a Commando John Matrix figure? No, I don't have one. That's one I wish I would have because I have I don't even have a Dutch military outfit. Like I have a Dutch that's from Alien vs. I might as well get it. Hope I don't drop anything. Because it's gonna look crappy, but I'll do it anyways. Let me move that there. And... Okay, I don't think you can. Oh yeah, you could. Um, yeah, because I don't have the lights right now, but I need to get some like strip lights. But yeah, I have a Dutch that's there. But this whole Arnold section, really, to be honest. Whoa, sliding too far. All right, let me see the buttons. I don't want to turn this off by accident. Okay, okay. Didn't fix that. You could say Araki took the bizarre part a little too seriously for Jojo Leon. Yeah. Alright, let me speed this up again. Do you think Kensho will make a cameo in part 6? I hope so, because I really want to see that. I mean, I know Captain Tsubasa didn't have one, and even though it was in the manga, that's what gets me worried. Yeah, that's true, which is even weirder, because they did do David Pro did do Captain Tsubasa before part 5. FMA 3 was written by the guy who did the Vinus Jack OVAs. Well, that's why I was kind of creeped out then. When I was a kid. I'm gonna have to crouch right now because of the battery. Or maybe I should rotate it. I'll do that later. If you think about it, Jonathan lived up to part 6 because of Dio's body. Oh no. Jonathan's body. Kiryu Sanage now signs away for part 9. What are your thoughts on Skullgirls? Any new character after so many years and having the game got parts Nintendo Switch? I haven't kept in touch with Skullgirls, so because I kind of feel like that was like one of the signs of the whole like female movement that's been going on lately. And oh no, I got some distortions in my voice. Like I felt like an echo right now. And I'm seeing Hector's like old messages. I already got here. What's your history with Pokemon? Okay, Annie is a new character's name, by the way, and Umbrella's gonna be a playable character in Skullgirls right now. Umbrella. Okay, hold up. Let me look up. Skullgirls Annie. What's she look like? Well, the design's nice, I guess, because I'm not really into I don't know, because I feel like the Skullgirls have a sort of like killish River City Girls type of designs. Well, it's almost like Darkstalkers in a way too, because of the whole monster gimmick. What's your history with Pokemon? Just a moment. I got something. I got something in my room to give you the show. Alright, so this is my history with Pokemon, because you could see, look all that vintage. Look all that Volume 1 Pokemons. Your Pocket Monsters. Yeah. Yeah, this is a vintage poster from when back then when there was only 150 Mew's not in this poster, but I used to have a black one that had Mew in it. It was like this. Actually, I wonder whatever happened to that poster. That was a pretty good one. Okay, I'm about to catch up. Sorry, Chikujo, I'm getting there. Trying to catch up to all the comments. So yeah, I grew up with Pokemon in the 90s. Like, I played, like, Red, Blue, and Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, but I didn't go beyond that. My sister was the one that went with Pokemon all the way, even to present day. Nana ended in 2009. Oh, I thought it was on hiatus. Oh, whatever. Have you seen the English Saint Seiya opening? They use a cover of Iran for some reason. They do? Or didn't they change that? Or is that the CGI Saint Seiya? I think that's a CGI Saint Seiya that has that, right? Because I'm pretty sure. Because I was watching the 80s Saint Seiya. They had the Japanese opening. What modern anime tropes you dislike the most? I don't know. I haven't been watching any new animes, to be honest. I guess just the lately we've been getting villains that are like more sympathetic, and that's the one I don't care about. But I don't know. I really don't know to give you a good answer for that one. Anyways, but yeah, the main brothers from Brahman start being part of the main cast. That's cool. When was the debut? When was your debut on YouTube? It was 2011. I don't remember the month. PlayStation or Xbox you own? I only own PlayStation stuff, and my voice is getting distorted again from here. Would you say Revy from Black Lagoon would count as more manly? Yes, but I think Roberta and Balalaika are a bit more manlier because they just get they're just more dangerous than Revy. I recently played a King of Fighters 2002 arcade on an old town I live on. That's cool. I want to play arcade games. emulate a ton of old arcade games if you want to enjoy them at home, Marco. Yeah, I know that's the thing because the arcade one-ups seems like a ridiculous investment because you're paying like a system in one game or maybe two games sometimes, but it's a lot of money. All right, I'm back to the present day, I think. Present time. Uh, all right, so I think I caught up. I think so. Let me. Oh wow, there's still a lot more. Jeez. Great. Now I got 12 o'clock questions that I gotta catch up on. Okay, so 12, 12, 12, 12, 12:24. Leo Angelo Diaz. Oh wow, it's echoing again. What the hell? Maybe my voice is tired, or just part of the room. Chikujo, I'm back. I'm back too. As Mexican, Mexicano, yes and no, because I wasn't born in Mexico, so that's kind of the reason why. But my dad was, so that's the reason where all this comes from. And the Spanish, as you saw earlier when I was typing to one of my coworkers. So, anyways, my coworker slash friend, uh, my new favorite YouTube, I guess, YouTuber. Any updates on the Rao Super Action statue and the problem with its fix? I might as well take it out here. It's right over here. Geez, I forgot the manga is right here in the way. I guess I'll keep reading and I'll talk about Rao and Leo later. I'll just have you here on the side with me. Just put it there for display. Actually, I should probably take it out and display. Uh, you were going to say something about SNK, the company, when it froze. Oh, I don't remember what I was going to say. Because I'm not too familiar with SNK. I think I was talking about the hot girls thing. I don't remember any of the girls from SNK other than Mai Shiranui. I mean, she's a looker and she's got like the long hair, so that's nice. But I don't know. I kind of appreciate like the legs on Chun-Li and Cammy, and the other stuff that's like next to their legs. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's kind of ridiculous, like how big they have them, but it's good. But yeah, I don't know if this thing is gonna fall out because the elbow piece fell out and the eyes are like crooked. One is looking up and one is looking straight. But my main criticism of Raul are the knees because these knees scare me. Oh, no, never do that. You're not gonna be able to see it there, or maybe you can because they have like this little piece, and if you pull out too far, it's gonna stick out, and you can't put it back in. So I don't know why his knees are like this, and it gets jammed a little bit. So like the thighs swivel like a lot more than Kenshiro's, but even the torso is like pretty good. It's like really rotates a lot, but I don't know. I'm just having like a lot of problems with the knees and the elbows because okay, right here is fine, but you can do you can do the pose like that's no problem. But the problem is that if you want like a straight fist, if you're pushing your arm like that, you can't do that with this character. You have to like rotate the elbow. Actually, no. So like you can't straighten the fist like that. You would have to fix the hand in order to keep it like a straight fist like that. I think there's another way that I did, but I don't recall what I did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember because I might have to like cut stuff off from the old video because I did write a lot and it's like pretty lengthy. And at this point, maybe I should just shorten it because I kind of don't want to redo it from scratch. But yeah, the other problem was that the head would keep getting stuck, so I had to use like sticky tack. It's where did I leave that sticky tack? Is it still here? Yeah, I was using this thing in order to like put in the elbow piece that would fall off and put the joint on the head because the joint from the neck would just keep popping out when it's supposed to stay in the figure. But yeah, Raul, like I like the size. I mean, he's pretty big. I mean, this is Skelegod, and he's a wow, he's bigger than Skelegod. Jeez, I didn't realize that. He's actually I don't know. You're gonna get a good angle. Yeah, see that? Like Raul is taller than Skelegod, so because Raul is a pretty tall fig. He's not the tallest or the biggest, but he's still pretty big. I just wish that I didn't have so many quality control problems with this guy because he's expensive. He was in the triple digits. So, when you pay triple digit money for like a figure, you kind of want him to be like without any problems. So I don't know. Like I'll just keep him displayed here right now. Was Good Hero the capital G? It's a summer holiday, but it doesn't feel like it. It does for me because it's super hot. From Chikujo. Kantaro, Momotaro, and Kenshiro are similar. They are, but I'm not sure who Kantaro is. You're gonna explain that to me. Have you checked out Yakuza series by Hollow Man? Yes and no, because I've seen a few clips. I've listened to the soundtrack, but I haven't played the game, even though I have the game downloaded. I just haven't got around to it. That'll probably be the first game I play. I have mostly Star Wars toys from the 80s and 90s from Leo Ancelo. I don't have that many Star Wars toys, to be honest. I don't have anything. I used to have the Mandalorian, like, in the very first costume, but, it's not really relevant to, like, the way he goes in the rest of the movie, but I sold it. Hey Hero, how's it going? Dr. Funk 98. Dr. Funk 98 makes a manga abridged series for Jojo and Devilman, and you should watch the Devilman one because I guest star in one of the episodes. I have a small bit, and it's actually like General Zan. I actually can't remember the demon's name because it's like I think it's Zan, but I don't know. I like voicing it. It was still fun to do. What are your thoughts on Star Wars Visions and Marvel What If? I don't remember the Marvel What If comics too well, but I don't know. Like, I don't mind them. I'm just like not really into like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to be honest. It's just kind of like it's just okay to me. I was never like too impressed by the Avengers movie either. Sorry. What are your thoughts on WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Loki? Not much because I haven't seen any of that because I haven't even seen like the DC Justice League movie. So that gives you an example how little I care. I'm more into like animation, to be honest. You should probably check out also Karate Bu. You probably heard of it, but it's kind of like Otokojuku, but with a karate club instead of a school. It also goes into a battle shonen route. Yeah, because I remember like Kenny is like the one that mainstreamed that series. I'm guessing. Kenny Lauderdale. Kentaro's going to be hopefully a big hit. I'm gonna have to check who Kantaro is because that's not ringing a bell at all. I graduated high school this year, Alistair. Well, congratulations, because I graduated high school like more than 10 years ago. But hopefully your life will become like pretty fun afterwards. So, anyways, birthday in March, same as whatever. You also get a birthday in March from Ashtana Joe fan. Yo, hello, Joy Boy. Is that a freaking JoJo shirt? Yes, it's actually a JoJo shirt. It's a JoJo reference all the way. It's a Wham, Joseph, ACDC. For a moment, I thought it was Caesar. I was like, wait, no, Caesar's not in this shirt. You could see cars in the corner, and I guess I'll pick this up a bit. And Santana at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, this shirt is from Hot Topic, actually. So there's actually a lot of good places to buy shirts. Unfortunately, they're all on the $20 mark. I kind of wish there were at least like half of that, or 15, 14-ish. Look at part two shirts. Yeah, Joy Boy, it's a Battle Tendency shirt. I also have one for Stardust Crusaders. I don't have one for Phantom Blood. I need to find one. Went the connection back on. Tarkus is legit. Oh, from Tarkus and Bruford? Yeah. I also feel like Tarkus is a bit of Violence Jackish going to guy hairstyle because like the way his cheeks are and his hair is all spiky. Because even in Araki is like Baol, like that one guy, that big guy that Baol fights. He looks like Violence Jack. Can you read us age? Hokuto no Ken. Not right now, man. I'm also getting tired. My throat's breaking out. Are you 60 now? I'm not 60. Like, if I still look like this at 60, that'd be amazing. That would be like a scientific breakthrough or something. Danny Boy, yeah, Ultimate Private High 2011 is an all new cast. Let me scroll down to see how far am I away. Oh, geez, this thing is like wobbly. Let me. Oops. Didn't know you could push it down. That's weird. How did I push it down? That shouldn't be possible. Wow. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Uh, I guess I could leave it like that for now. Where was I again? I'm in the 1230s. Okay, 1238 and it's 1251. I'm like almost 20 minutes behind, or around 20. There's an all-new cast with School Cat Masa and Rising Sun Gunpei's sons. The student council president is called Kuniyoshi Kinji, and he's Jackie's nephew. Ah. Fun fact about Rango, considering Johnny Depp played Rango, he played Captain Jack Sparrow, the actor who played Rattlesnake. Jack was also the character who played Davy Jones. Ah, okay. The Pokemon poster looks like 22 years old. I was a teenager when Pokemon started. It's from the 90s, man, that's for sure. Check out Vinland Saga if you haven't, Joy Boy. I'm kind of like so on Vinland Saga because I did see about 5 episodes, I think, and I kind of didn't like the direction it was going because it looks like the kid is forgetting his oath of revenge like pretty quickly, and he's just starting like doing a lot of crimes for like not good reasons. So I don't know. I'm not like I stopped watching it, so I don't know if I'll ever get back to it. For me, it's the random characters that show up and never again later in the series. Oh, I'm not sure that's really a trope, but I don't know. Paradios games are worth playing because they are arcade classic shooters that you know they are from Japan. T-Bone Tony. Do you read watch One Piece? If so, which arc are you in, and what are your thoughts on it? Joy Boy. I'm already like, I'm thinking like a month behind because, or 4 weeks behind. I don't know because I haven't read like the recent chapters, but I'm already in Wano. I've been in Wano since the beginning of the year or sometime early this year because I caught up to a bunch of the One Piece anime until the what was going on in the anime? I don't remember. Right before like the Odin Whitebeard stuff. That's where I stopped watching the anime because it was barely getting to that. That's when I caught up. And for the manga, I just kept going. And right now I'm like in the middle of that fight that's going on because like the last thing I read, like Luffy got knocked off the island by Kaido. So I don't know how he's getting out of that. And Big Mom's like making friends with the little girl that's has got that devil fruit where she pulls things out of her cheek. I don't know, like I do find this art more refreshing, especially with the art style. So I don't know. I need to get back to the anime because there's a lot of episodes I haven't looked at. But I think I like more the anime version than the manga. How the fight between Kenshiro and Beowulf goes, since they're both tough buggers. Oh yeah, Beowulf is like manly as hell. Like I saw like the CGI movie recently, and I did read like the story like a long time ago in high school, like the Iliad, or is that a different story? But yeah, it was like pretty fun and manly. Like I really liked the movie. Like Pog, and I'm half Mexican. Okay, the best stream I've been in. Do you ever think about making stop motion videos? Nope, I can't do that. I don't have the patience for that. What I'm gonna want to do is like drawing videos and actually do a comic. That's what I need to put my effort in. Ever done a commissioning someone to fix your elbow? Not really, man. I'd rather have the elbow is manual. It just what I really need wants more than anything is just for Hobby Link Japan or I need to send an email because I wanted to do the video first and then ask that, hey, can I get a replacement head because the eyes are crooked? Just that. That's like really the only problem that's really at fault. It's just that head. Like the elbow piece, like I could take it or leave it because without the elbow piece, it actually can move a lot easier. The knees, that's like that's not really a defect of the toy. That's more like a dumb decision of the articulation and of the engineering. That's something you can fault like the creator for. But everything else, there's no real problem with it. It's not like he arrived broken or really messed up paint. Like if like instead of all the gold here was like stained on his pants or something, or the purple was like on his face or whatever. But yeah, like I kind of like him and don't like him, so it's just like this weird middle ground of like because like I admire like the arms and the veins here and all that. Like the sculpt is great. It's just that I don't know. I just wish I had a better time with him. Like, it would have been great if I got a different copy or something. Anyways, your thoughts on Aliens Fire Team? Like, I think it's cool. Like, I would like to see the cutscenes and all that because there's also Predator hunting grounds. But I'm pretty mad that Arnold lent his voice for Predator, but not for Mortal Kombat. I mean, come on. I mean, like Stallone's in Mortal Kombat. He's let his voice in there. For me, it's the Darkstalker girls that are my favorite fighter girls. Sadly, you can only play Darkstalkers by arcade version unless you have the console ports. Yeah, yeah, because I do have one Darkstalkers game on the PS3 that's saved in there. I might order Raul and Kensho on my birthday. And they're cool figures. It's just that I'm kind of hoping Storm Collectibles like make something happen because I think I'd rather go the route for them. Although I think these guys might last longer in terms of like from falling apart. Because if you look at Street Sharks, they're made of rubber and they're all falling apart. They're from the 90s already, and they 2000, 2010, 2020. Well, I guess 30 some years. Like they start falling 20, 25 ish plus, and now they're starting falling apart. So maybe the Storm Collectibles that I have might not last 25 years, or maybe even 30, or even 20. But I don't know. It's like this weird mix. But I don't think I'll sell these. I don't know because I do like them. They're still pretty good figures. They're definitely like better than They might be better than the Rebel Techs because the Rebel Techs are like super tiny. I don't know. I just like my toys to be big. It's just like how I roll. You fix yours from Lord Raijin, okay, on Instagram. Ah, okay. Well, if you have a message me on Instagram there. Then you tell me like what was wrong with your figure and tell me like how your experience was, or how much did he charge you? Because really, what I need is just more like an alternate head from hopefully the manufacturer to give me one. Morrigan, Felicia, Lilith, B, Bonnie Hood, and Queen Bee. I don't know. It's all about Morrigan for me, man. Like like that vampire girl. Uh, since I had paint chips on the shirt and belt. Oh, you did. Oh, okay. What's your favorite epic meal? Alice Water Tribe. Then 69 Rico. Hello, mate. Hello to you. Epic meal? I don't really have like an epic thing. Well, for me, I would like to have like lately. What I like to do is like get a Coke slushy and then eat it with a stuffed crust pizza. So that's one. I don't necessarily eat it with chips. Usually it's just the pizza and the slushy, and that's like good enough for me. Kaburo next, yo hero. Let's see. Am I already in the troll 40s? Yep, I'm already in the troll 40s. Am I in the troll 50s? Almost troll 50s. Okay. Have you seen Batman the Long Halloween Part 1? No, I haven't because I was thinking about reading the comic first and then watch the movie, but I don't know. I'm still catching up on my DC films because there's the recent Wonder Woman. I mean, not Wonder Woman, the Justice League Society War or something like that. But I did see the Batman Legend of the Dragon or the Kung Fu movie. I really like that one. I just don't like the ending. I thought the villain was like very like very messed up from the very first scene where he's with the hooker and then it just kills her. And the '70s vibe is so amazing, and all the martial arts stuff and training Bruce, like telling him is like his fight against evil is useless and all that. That's all good stuff. I just don't like the ending because like Batman doesn't necessarily fulfill his duty or something. I don't know. How much of a hit would you think Jump Force manga or anime would be? Oh man, look at manga. Oh yeah, I think that'd be great. But I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of people that know the lore, and maybe there's some editors that can fill in the gaps and like, oh, this series does this, and that wouldn't work here or whatever. But I would prefer an anime actually. That would be even better. But the look Quintano I know is from Golden Boy. That shirt is all what true warriors strive for. Ah, yes, the Pillar Man. Yeah, to me, the Pillar Man are like the manliest. I think they're like the most manliest original creation when it comes to Araki, because he got these warriors that, like, even in death, they still try to take you down. Because ACDC, like, when he's a brain, like, he still tries to take down like Susie Q, and try to get it to mess with Joseph's head by making him kill her or something. But couldn't ACDC? Well, I guess no, because he has Hamon, so ACDC couldn't necessarily possess Joseph. But Wham also, even though like it takes away some of his villainous material where he spares Caesar's bubble, and like for Joseph, so I was like, I really think of him, but it's a stupid thing of him in terms of villainy, and Cars gets mad at that. And I just like how prideful they are, like how stoic and well, I don't know if stoic is the right word because like they're all very like emotional, especially ACDC with his cry and Cars with his laugh and Wham with his speeches. Like I don't know, Wham has like a lot of passion. Just yeah. Sariman Kintaro maybe. I don't know. By the way, hero, Danny boy, have you ever heard of Otoku Ibiki Gaiki Daisho? He gave me some big Ashina Joe vibes. It could give me yeah, yeah. I did watch a little bit of the anime, so and I did like the fact that it was giving me the Ashina Joe vibes, because like that kind of like bad boy in the hood, in the slums, in the poor bad the bad side of town. That was pretty cool, and everyone's poor and all that. Hero, drink something already. I think I finished my water. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Only 5 chapters have been translated, but it has an anime. Okay, I'm not sure which series it was. And the anime's pretty good despite having some pretty cheap animation. Oh yeah, because even Asuna Joe's like part one's animation wasn't that good. It was like some of the images look great, other times it didn't. Which anime pirate crew would you join, the Straw Hat crew or the Arcadia crew? I think go Straw Hat, man, because the Arcadias in Captain Harlock's world is like very, very bleak. It's like kind of miserable. Like there's like no hope. Like even Planet Earth is like no one cares. They don't want to do anything. Everyone's lazy. Everyone's like poor and all that. Like the whole universe just like has this like very mean spirited like hope thing. Because if you read Queen of Morales, like that one's bleak too. Everyone's talking about, oh, I had this dream, but I gave up on it. I'm like, sheesh, no. One Piece, the dreams can come true in One Piece. Take me to the Straw Hats, man, and that way I can at least get some Nico Robin action. Starman King Taro and Toku Ipiki are from the same author, Momotaro Hiyoshi, and are both pretty good. Hold on, wait a minute. You watch all of One Piece 109 episodes? How are you still leaving? Alice, I watched One Piece when it was new, back in like in the 2000s. So that's how I started, because I watched One Piece when it was on 4Kids on Foxbox TVs. That's how it all began for me. And then when Funimation got One Piece, I kept watching it again. I watched some more, and then I just kept going and going and going. Like I never. There were times where I kind of stopped watching One Piece for like about a couple of months, or maybe a few years in between, but yeah, from like the mid 2000s all the way to present day, I've been like into One Piece. I haven't lost interest in it. It's like I think it might be in my 30s or 40s in terms of favorites. Like I think I might like Dragon Ball more than One Piece, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, I've been watching One Piece since like back then, so to present day. Because I liked it more than Naruto and Bleach, that's for sure. But it took me a while to like One Piece the way I do now. Because I do have like some of the DVD sets like in my closet and in the oh wow, actually I should move some of those stuff out of the closet and in the shelves over there. Yeah, how am I still living? But yeah, I didn't watch One Piece all in one sitting. No, that took years. Just using Jesus. What would you like to have and wanted to see in Ash versus Evil Dead season 4? The show actually continued. Ah, okay. So let's see. Where am I going with this? I didn't really have any expectations because I had no idea like what was I getting into with like Ash versus Evil Dead, because I wasn't an established Evil Dead fan, even though I did see the movies before this, and I started to like where this was going, and then because in Ash and versus like there's a lot of tributes already like to past things, so I don't know what else they could have done, because it looked like they hinted it was going to be set in the future, and I'm kind of wondering where are we going with this. So I don't know. Alien deadites, like robot deadites. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure if Ash would have like some super mechanical, like maybe he'd be a cyborg by that point. Do you consider Master Chief from Halo manly? I guess so, but I don't know much about him. But I think Doomslayer might be manlier from what I've seen. I mean, even the design just looks tougher and meaner. Because recently there's a Figma for what was I saying? A Figma for like Doomslayer, and I'm kind of tempted to get it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be kind of tiny because the McFarlane one's like 7 inches, I believe. But you know the the Figma has like a lot more weapons and there's a lot more stuff that and the recent Doom game has been I've been wanting to actually play it because it just looked like really like demonic manly like in space, so it just looked really cool and mean to me. It's like seemed very heavy metal but in space. So I don't know how that works. Space heavy metal. What are your thoughts on Batman and the Ninja Turtle versus TMNT, the Ninja Turtles movie? You know what? I'm gonna get another bottle of water. I'll be right back. Give me a minute or two. Getting some water. Glass of water. Oh, dang, almost smacked into that. Smack it on the floor. No, that's not how it goes. Give me some more. Yeah, I forgot the lyrics. Forgot. Oh, well, okay. I'm sliding out of here. Oh my god. You know, this thing was almost, Pokemon poster, and, anyway, so where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the Batman Team and T movie. Excuse me while I eat, because I'm also getting hungry. Alright, so Batman vs. TMNT. I like the movie. It's actually very different from the comic, because I read the comic first before the movie was a thing. What I like about it was, what do I like about it? Because I just had a fun time with it, but I don't like it more than any of the Ninja Turtles movies or some other Batman movies, so it's sort of like this weird middle ground. Where like it's cool, but it's not as cool as these other things of the other source materials. But it is one of the more adult like Ninja Turtle movies because the violence in that. Well, the Shredder versus Batman was like the highlight really, but it kind of like peaked too early, similar to like the Scorpion's Revenge, where all the scenes in hell and with the I forgot the name of the clan of Sub Zero's name, the Lin Kuei, like that first encounter. And I feel like the movie peaked in those initial fight scenes, and then afterwards is not as cool. But Batman vs. TMNT, like it's a cool movie. It's like something like I didn't expect to see, and I'm kind of hoping like they sort of revisit that later, because I know there's other comics, and the Turtles have crossed over with Ghostbusters, and the Ghostbusters have crossed over with Transformers. Transformers has crossed over with Mazinger Z, and I want to say Turtles have crossed over with something else, but I'm drawing a blank right now. I yeah, I don't know. Actually, even the 2012 Turtles crossover with Batman, so that was the animated Batman. So I don't know. Which shonen character do you think you could beat in a fight? Oh, I don't think about that. I don't know. I'm trying to think who isn't superhuman. because everyone I could think of that's human is like superhuman as well. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Torta de jamón. What? That's weird. Mm, wait a minute. I remember you. You're the guy who talks about a tease anime and talks about cartoons. Am I right? When I watch other channels, your videos end up in my recommendation. Kimi, I don't know about a tease. Like that's I'm not familiar with that term unless you like did a typo. Unless you're mistaking me for like Pan Pizza from Rebel Taxi. So a tease boy group. Like, okay, is that what a tease you're looking for? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're like thinking of somebody else. I have no idea. Because I did talk about anime and cartoons, but maybe you're thinking of some other guy. I don't know. Maybe you're thinking of the guy that says that's into goth girls, the Rebel Taxi, Pan Pizza. I don't know. What do you think the idea of different anime powers, let's say chakra with Hamon, Nen, and Saiyan powers, or alchemy with vectors, elf and lead, which powers would you combine in your opinion? I don't know. I think Stan's kind of work best. Or at least that's the one I would kind of want. I kind of like the idea of having some extra arms and levitating stuff. Not to mention what stand ability, because the one that I would have, I said this like years ago in a Jojo stand tag. It was the my stand would be master plan because its power would be like to create the opposite of things. Like if a gun like shoots at me, the opposite would be like to shoot backwards. Or like to break the rules a bit, if my wallet is empty with no money, then it's gonna have money. That's what I thought. If something strong hits me or something like it's gonna hit me super fast, I'll make it slow. If something's gonna like fall on me, well then it's going to go up instead. So there's a lot of different material. It's very versatile. But combining powers, like I've been doing like some combination of powers, like in the stuff that I'm writing, but none of them are like based on a power system, nothing like that. It's just very standard stuff. Like it's very more of a beat 'em up type of thing, and I don't know. I kind of think of it more as like playing an arcade game because there's just they have different abilities, but they can all hit each other. Something like that. Speaking of JoJo, it's going to have a Latin dub. I'm interested to hear certain characters' voices, particularly Joseph and Dio's. Oh, I didn't realize that it was like super late in getting a Spanish dub, but that's good. I'm actually kind of curious myself. To be honest, I've been wanting to watch like some anime in Spanish dub, but I don't know where to look for that type of stuff. Harlock sounds like Warhammer. Fun fact: there is actually a Harlock XP in Warhammer 40K who has a few novels. Oh, that's cool by Cabronex. Oh yeah, because like the world of that the Legiverse is like super super depressing, man. It's like it's all about maintaining that spirit in that very cold, dry world. Because like I think even Maytel and Galaxy Express 39 is all about that gloom and doom. Oh, I was talking about Salaryman Kintaro. I was talking about the cheap animation in 5 chapters. Otoku Ipikiori has a good bit of it translated. It'd be the perfect time to read it now, in my opinion. By Danny Boy. Don't get me started on the 4 Kids dub. It's pure utter blasphemy and One Piece looks are shark. Yo! Yeah, yo, yeah, yo. Dreamin'. Don't give it up, Luffy. Dreamin'. Don't give it up, Zolo. Dreamin'. Don't give it up, Name. Or maybe I could go to Gilbert Godfrey. Dreamin'. Don't give it up, Luffy. I can't do it right now, and my throat hurts. Nico Robin fan, salute to my good sir. You have a great day, Joy Boy. I don't know. I just thought she was like more mature. That's kind of the reason why I lean towards her. Also, in real life, she's probably the closest to my age. So, so there you go. No, mm, I'm not gonna lie. I do like Nami's new hairstyle, and like I think she looks good in the jeans and in the Zoe arc when she was wearing that purple dress. I thought she looked really good, but I don't know. I just prefer Nico Robin to be honest. How many do you think the Guyver is? The manga is still ongoing. Had two anime series. It's very how can I put this? Like, I don't know if I would call it manly per se, but I do appreciate its gore and its overall like visceral alien depictions. Yeah, I don't. I would have said manly. Well, there is something like I would call it more retro than anything, because I kind of see where the manliness comes from because the Guyver suits do have that bulk, and then the Zoonoids are that because Guyver is like very tokusatsu, like, and I kind of feel that's different from manly. Like if someone was manly, it would be uh not Aptom, the other guy, the I can't remember the character's name, but he was like a half Soul Lord type of thing because he has like this is bothering me. I need to look up the name of this character because it's a guy with a gun. Guyver, Guyver characters. Let me look for that because I misspelled characters. Makaroom? Was that the design? Because I'm trying to remember the character's name right now. It's upsetting me that I don't know the character's name. I need to. I need to know. What's his name? She's come on. Similar to that. I'm getting Imakaru Mirabilis, but I'm not sure that's actually. I don't even recall that being his name, or maybe that's his like Zoolord form. Because I do remember that they gut his body and they make him into a villain. But yeah, I think you know the character I'm talking about. But that's the guy I think that would probably be manlier than all of them. But yeah, I can't find his name. I would have to look at a wiki or Wikipedia because going by Google Images alone is not helping me. So yeah, anyways, Catfish nerd. Thank you. Gold 13 has reached 200 volumes because it really it's not ending at 200. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to look into that. Loops of Shark. Is it on the? Is it on Comic Vine? So that was interesting. The goal is not ending yet. Did the cow at least make the ending? What's going on here? Gogo 13. No, it's not on Comic Vine yet. It might be listed on Amazon or something. On the Amazon Japanese store. So anyway, you don't want to play that. Damn, you're still on? Yeah, apparently. Sorry. Can you? Have you bought the exclusive Batman and Alien 2 pack from NECA? Yes, I do have it. I kind of don't want to move them, but hold up. Yeah, well, I'm not moving to Xenomorph because I feel like things are gonna fall apart. I'll probably show it to you later, but yeah, I do have the I do I don't the only ones I don't have is the Batman Predator one because I think the Predator looks really slick, but I don't really care for the Batman armor. I also been hearing that the pieces like fall up like keep falling off too easily. Yeah, like I have the Joker alien right behind it, but it's like positioned in a way that it might drop everything else if I move it. Sinestro Predator, the John Stewart Green Lantern, not John Stewart, the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, the Superman with the purple headed alien, but no Batman and Predator. How many questions are left? Because I think I do need to end this. It's been going on for 3 hours. Uh, am I super close to the tag? Right now it's 120. And the last question that I've seen 106. Oh, jeez. 107. Have you read Records of Ragnarok? It's pretty good. Don't watch the anime. It pales in comparison to Source Material. I don't know. People were telling me that with Kengan Asada. tell me that the manga was better, but to me it wasn't that much of a difference. So I don't know. I think I might just go the anime route, and if I care enough about it, I'll look at the manga. But I haven't even gotten the mood to watch it, to be honest. Gold 13 versus Lupin the Third, the world's best assassin versus the world's uncatchable thief. Would Duke get his kill? I've actually thought about that for like a movie that I wish would happen, but it hasn't. T-Bone Tony, I would say that Batman vs. TMNT is one of the better Batman DC animated movies out there. It is all around fun. Plus, you have Robin and Batgirl interacting with the Turtles. It's a fun ride. Yeah, it's a fun movie, but I don't know. I kind of prefer watching the '90s Turtles movie instead. Yo, I used to watch your old NHK videos a long time ago. Still subscribed to this day. Figured I would stop by and say you made studying for tests and off time really fun. Thank you. Oh, thanks, dude. If I Mike Bipping. I need to like bring back those videos because I've been like stumped and how to like fully address Fist of the North Star in a good representation, but unfortunately almost everything that I come up with is goes like super long that it could be like an hour long video and I kind of don't want to edit that much. Like I don't have the time. I would have to make them in pieces. Since you know Doom Guy, it's pretty manly. Do you also consider BJ Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein and Duke Nukem as and Serious Sam as manly as well? I don't even know two of those characters. I do know Duke Nukem, but yeah, Duke Nukem has that manly voice, and there's been like a bunch of memes right now. I can't do the voice right now, but it's hurting. And Kratos also considered manly to you as well. I would say so, but I'm not familiar with the ones from Wolfenstein and BJ Blazkowicz. I mean, no, that's the same thing from. And Serious Sam, I don't know who those are. Was there another Baki trailer that I'm not aware of? Jeez, I didn't know there was a new one. Uh, oh, actually, you know what? I should be checking my Twitter because I am following the official Baki Twitter page. This thing's getting dust on it. Alright, let's see. Where's the Baki? Where's the Baki? I'm not following this thing. Unfollow. Yes, unfollow. Not following that anymore. Medicals. Okay, here we go. Baki. They have a different picture. Oh, they have the praying mantis. They have from when he's training with that. When is this trailer? This trailer came out July 8th? Jeez, I didn't even see this, man. I don't think the Anime News or Crunchyroll addressed it. I haven't noticed. Ah, jeez, I'm gonna have to look at this a little later. They're even showing the cast of the characters. Like they're showing like models, character model sheets. Okay, now I'm seeing July 14th. What the hell? Or what's the thing uploaded? Just kept private or something. I don't know. Yeah, okay, good. I don't even remember a kid like in the manga, to be honest. Oh, we're seeing that general guy again. I don't remember his name. Sorry, Eugeno's face was epically evil. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this trailer in a bit because the only trailer I saw recently was the Child's Play TV series. Okay, let's yeah, I'll get back to the Baki thing. Like Carl, nerd for the anime. I mean, Transformers also crossover with GI Joe. Yeah, that's right. I think it was back in the '80s too. Let's see, Transformers crossover with Evangelion. Oof. Okay, Cell J75. I went hard back into Transformers. I was able to get both War for Cybertron Jetfire and Skylinks for $80 retail price. Oh man. Well, I'm leaning more towards Beast Wars because that's what I grew up with. Chijuku, your stand is Uno reversed. I guess so. Making my own manga about Kantaro in the Middle Earth fighting villains. That's cool. The fact that Lisa was included in that shirt kind of bugs me. Well, Caesar's not on the shirt either. No. If anything, they should probably be one of Joseph, Caesar, and Lisa together. That would make kind of more sense. And maybe like cars on the back or something. Have you heard of Warhammer 40K? That's actually pretty cool. I heard of it, but I don't know much. I don't know like anything about it. I've seen the designs because of toys. That's like the only reason. Warhammer's pretty depressing, but also Mega Manly like a dangerous jungle planet where all life is hostile and humans, and it's probably by Rambos and Arnolds and Predators. Wow, that's cool. I would have to like. I'm gonna have to look into all these things. The Space Marines and Adipus Custodo, it's pretty manly. The Space Marines, yeah, I've seen like a parody of Kenshiro with as a as a Space Marine. I think so because I do like appreciate the bulkiness of their armor. Oh, and the Kachan Jungle Fighters, there's a pretty manly guardsman regiment. Uh, did you know Leiji Matsumoto did an anime musical with Daft Punk? Yeah, the Interstellar 555. Yeah, I know about that. I think that's what most people know Leiji for, to be honest, nowadays. Like they don't know about Harlock, even though there was like a movie recently. Well, not recently. That was years ago now. Akira Kongo in his giant form versus the fusion of Saiga Rikyo and Nachi in the Rikyo manga. I don't even remember them fusing, but I think that was like towards the end of the manga, right? Because I don't remember that part, but I don't know. I think because it wasn't Nachi like somewhat like a cosmic being by that point because like it got like kind of trippy with the father coming from the future and all that. So you don't want Rise of the TMNT? Rise of the TMNT, I thought it was pretty cool, but I think like they were figuring out its writing style pretty late, and then when they finally figured it out, boom, it got canceled. I was like, come on, like I just barely got into it. Let's see. If they resume Berserk, do you think Gona Guy should take over as a writer due to his work on Devilman and Violence Jack Michael? And that'd be interesting, actually. But I'm also kind of curious, like if you let someone else draw. Well, you might let someone else draw it, but excuse me. I can kind of see Gona Guy. I could see why he would be picked, but I don't know. That'd be like interesting if he actually takes up the offer if something like that happens. You know what? I kind of feel like changing shirts because I hope I didn't stain it with a banana in the water. Oh well. Did I reach the ending? Guts MC Court and Anime Hero. You heard of Record of Ragnarok? Yeah, like I know about it. Wow, I did catch up. That's amazing. I caught up, and there's still 21 people watching. I'm gonna end this like in 5 minutes. it's it's been 3 hours, man. Like and like about 10 minutes or so is like of dead air. Juice and Anime Hero very handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, if only I could find like a beautiful woman to be my wife, that'd be perfect. Going to buy my go T-Bone Tony. Going to guy might be okay, but he's also old as yeah. Don't want Berserk to lose another author before that ending. I would say let the assistants handle it. Any plans for a review of a Megalobox? Not a review, but I do want to talk about like how Megalobox actually. Hold up, I have it right here. All right. So, like, I actually teased this on my Patreon because I have the Blu-ray and it comes with this booklet, which what I like because it looks like one of those sports almanac, like in Back to the Future 2. So, anyways, in here I was very thorough with the interviews. I was reading a lot, and I was kind of disappointed, like how instead of review, what I was gonna talk about, as soon as I can find the damn page. Okay. Instead of a review, I was gonna talk about the cancel Rikishi anime. Yeah, these are all images of a Rikishi anime that could have been. They're just illustrations. There's no animation done, from what I can tell. And there's actually more in the Blu-ray bonus features. But yeah, Megalobox could have been a Rikishi prequel, and it could have led into an Ashina Joe reboot. So, And I was kind of disappointed on the reasons why. But I do like Megalobox 2. Like the second series is so much better than the first one. And I just keep reading and reading and reading, and a lot of like there's like a lot of worry and it's like zero confidence in making an Ashina Joe anime work, and it's kind of like broke my heart. It's, okay, for some reason now the thing's delayed. It was like almost, almost whatever. I don't know. It was almost synchronized. It was just like on par. Now it's like separate. Are you still in touch with Falcon? I missed your podcast. Yes. Well, not. We're still friends. It's just that I haven't had time to talk to him because he's been busy with work and he's also had like a recent operation. So he had some surgery done because of an injury. But I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't know if he's like willing to talk about it. But I haven't talked to him in about a month or two, and the time before that, it was like a couple of months in between. So it's been difficult to get a hold of him, to be honest. And where did my book go? Ugh. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna do any podcasts. Like it would sound better now because there's like so much sound problems back then. But I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. But I would like for it. The Kyoto NHK figures are about the same size as Medicals, are they? Because I think the Kyotos are like. Oh wait, you said Kyoto, right? Because Kyotos are the big ones. Are they, or am I thinking of the Rebel Tech? No, 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 no. The Kyotos were like the big, like bulky ones, right? Because I know there was different toy lines for it. All right. Anyways, let me look at the Baki trailer. Let me. Do I have my earphones? My earphones are over there. Let me go. Let me get them. All I need is a beautiful wife. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let me take a look at this Baki trailer. I'm super behind. Unfortunately, this won't be like a. Well, it will be a live reaction, but I'm not having any clips on. Mm. Ooh, the elephant. Yeah, that's the scene where Yujiro kills the elephant, and this is like a Lord of the Rings size. The ogre. Oh, there you go. Then Baki starts manifesting that like training aura. The mantis is CGI, or at least in some parts it looked like it. Okay, now it's 2D. Oh, Yujiro's got that special hairstyle. Oh, we already saw that guy that Baki fights in prison. Then against Olivia, Oliver, whatever. It's actually called Son of Ogre. They actually called it Son of Ogre. That's what mostly impressed me. Because with New Grappler Baki, they just called it Baki 2018. Here it's like, oh, it's Son of Ogre. Wow, it's great. I think you should look into Warhammer. They've been trying to get into lore. It's like drinking from a water hydrant. The Rebel Tech, but okay. Kenjiro Kenshiro, who would win? Oh wow, no. The Kenshiro's got the happier Kenshiro, maybe I don't know, or the sorrow. Have you catched up with Baki though? No, I have not bothered reading any of the Baki stuff ever. Like, I didn't like where it was going, so I just like stopped. Okay, I'm gonna end this like in 2 minutes, I guess, because it's gonna be 3 hours and 29 minutes. Any more, it's like too much. Maybe I'll do 5. I don't know. Like it depends on anything. Because apparently there's 22 people still watching. I don't know if you guys are just listening or if you have anything else to say or I don't know. My end is like in the next 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I could don't buy the Rebeltech figures on Amazon. Why? What happens? Night bro, like, oh no, I don't want to rotate. But yeah, someone else asking about the alien. Well, there you go. You can see the alien, the Sinestro Predator, the Lantern, the Superman. The Superman alien's in like in a box, so I can't get that out. Have a good night, manly enemy hero. I need to go myself. Good night, dude. By T-Bone Tony. Because I got my Final Battle Kenshiro for $30, and I'm guessing that you got something else. Night Bro by Tekas by Tes Cat Lipo Kasura. I'm just glad I caught a live stream. I always miss them by Cowboy X. Well, glad you made it here. This one was 3 hours long. Super Robot Wars 30 is coming to Steam. Oh, okay. Let's have a good night. Have a great night, man. Okay, I guess I'll just leave it for like about a minute. Sorry for the quality, because I'm looking at the toy pictures and it's like not getting it. It's like it's all super blurry. Okay, one more minute. Last call. Everyone tell me good night. Alright, so. Whoa, okay. I recently got news of the guy who writing Fast and the Furious 9 is hired for a live action Battle of the Planets movie. Kind of left me worrying, judging from the. Oh, that's right. A long time ago, there was like news that, oh yeah, there's gonna be a live action Gotcha Man, and it's just when's it coming out? I think that was like more than 5 years ago. I would have to check the anime news and when that got announced by Kiryu Sanagi. Uh, yeah, okay. I don't know if there's anyone here that needs to see this. Oh, wait, backwards. Yeah, it's super out of focus. Maybe if I cover my face, if I cover my face, will it focus? Can I click? Actually, I wonder because I know there's a way to rotate. Maybe if I do this instead. I thought it would rotate. Hold on, let me try again. Okay, that's better. Jeez, I should have just done this before. That way you could have gotten a good angle. But yeah, the eyes are crooked and roll. Oh, I hope that's not a crack. Oh, damn, I think that is a crack on my screen. Shit. Alright, let me take that off. Well, I'm gonna turn it off now. Alright, good night, everybody. Trying to push X to it. There we go. Alright, goodbye, everyone.